You're watching the Sunoco Minor League Cricket Championship, brought to you by our 2023 partners.
So we want to welcome you to Mercer County Park, pitch number 4, game number 3 on this ground. In what is expected to be a cracker of a game, the Cavaliers, they start their campaign, the 2023 campaign. And they'll be coming up against Manhattan Yorkers, who've already won on Friday. So a couple of big teams here in the Eastern Division. And that's a look at the ground. Here's the squad mat. Manhattan Yorkers.
Yeah, the Manhattan Yorkers coming off a win in their previous game. We saw some excellence from their bowlers, the likes of Nisarj Desai, Manoj Acharya, Dhruv Pawar as well. And then we saw a bit of brilliance from Vandit Prajapati and Hiren Patel. So they'll be flying high after that win against the New Jersey Stallions.
Yeah, we'll take a look at Cavaliers. This is their opening game. Look at that. Yasir Mohammed, Pranav Rao, Sonny Patel. It's going to be interesting to see. I've seen him bowl before, top quality spinner. Kareem Agor is back in the United States, having taken some time off to play in the West Indies. Junaid Nadir. Noman Iftikhar can beat the experience that he will bring. Sean Finley, having played at the international level. Chandrapal Hemraj, unfortunately, this will be his only game for the time being. He goes off to CPL. Saad bin Zafar, who had been part of the Global T20 in Canada just about days ago, and he is in the squad. Xavier Marshall, who's played at the West Indies level, and of course the hard-hitting Saeed Abdullah. And so there we go. Beautiful weather. In fact, on the hot side, I would say 82 degrees here at Mercer County Park. And we're coming to you live from New Jersey with the news that Yorkers have won the toss. And I thought they had elected to bowl, but we will kind of confirm that. But the fact is, starting at 11:10, and we'll confirm all that is happening. So the news, Manhattan Yorkers have won the toss. And I want to think at the toss they elected to bowl, but we will kind of sort that out. And welcome to the 2023 Sunoco Minor League Cricket Championship, and we are coming to you from the state of New Jersey. So the news is Manhattan Yorkers have won the toss and they've elected to bowl. All right, so Cavaliers will bat first. And Matt, Cavaliers we saw last year started off not too well, but during the course of the midway of the season, a string of wins, and then they got back to not doing too well. So they'll be hoping that they can have some consistency. And that consistency that we talk about is the consistency to put points on the table. Manhattan Yorkers, on the other hand, have won already on Friday, and they will come into this game with some bit of confidence that they can pull another one off. We'll be right back. So we're ready for play. And Saeed Abdullah and Hemraj has come to the middle. Manager Charya will start off as expected, Matt. And so opening game for the Cavaliers. Manhattan Yorkers will be hoping that they can rely on that bit of experience on Friday to probably continue their 2023 minor league campaign.
Yeah, it was a big win for the Manhattan Yorkers over the Stallions and their start to the competition. They'll be looking to perhaps use that knowledge of having played here already to their advantage, as you mentioned, against the Cavaliers, who are kicking off their campaign with this one. But you look at who has gone out to bat for the Somerset Cavaliers. You look at Abdullah Saeed and Chandrapal Hemraj, and you think to yourself, destruction awaits.
So Abdullah will be on strike. Saeed Abdullah will be on strike. Manager Charya has been given the ball. So things are on the way here at Mercer County Park. Pitch number 4. And this is game number 3 on this ground. Started on Friday. We saw Yorkers taking on Stallions, in which Yorkers won. And yesterday we saw Stallions losing to the Philadelphians. So another game on today as Manager Charya. First ball into Abdullah. And Abdullah gets a very good delivery on the leg stump. Good start here from Manager Charya.
Yeah, he would have taken the wicket of Monang Patel in his first ball of the 2023 minor league season. Manager Charya.
And you look at Abdullah and both Abdullah and Chandrapal Hemraj, 2 explosive batter at the top of the order. So the first run comes off the bat of Abdullah Saeed. He's off and running. And so does the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. 1 for no loss. So the umpires are Brian Kane and Irfan Saeed. 2 quality umpires who have done many minor league games, Matt, in a couple of years of minor league cricket. And they return again for this 2023 Sunoco-sponsored minor league cricket championship. All across the country, games have already started, and the Atlantic region has been the first to really bowl off. Lots of games still to be played. Hemraj on strike. Play and a miss, and the ball goes through to the keeper. Good start here from Manager Charya.
Yeah, has kept things quiet so far. Not an easy thing to do with Chandrapal Hemraj and Saeed Abdullah out in the middle. And we saw yesterday how fluent Ryan Scott looked for the Philadelphians, and Ryan Scott, very similar player to these two in the sense that very free-flowing, very attacking, will go right from you for ball 1.
So I think the umpire, Irfan Saeed, is checking the field restriction, how many players can be allowed. Might have been a no ball. In fact, no ball is the call. So a no ball because of field restriction. And Matt, I would want to think Yorkers are playing with maybe 1 short. So there are some restrictions as to how many players. Here's the free hit ball. Big swing and a miss, and wide is a signal. So a couple of wides will be added here. Free hit will still be on top. And in the meantime, Cavaliers have gone up to 4 for no loss.
So already a couple of blunders here from the Manhattan Yorkers with the field restriction, no ball, and now some wides here from Manager Charya. Free hit still in effect to Abdullah Saeed.
So Manager Charya will come into bowl to Abdullah. He's on 1. Hemraj is yet to get off the mark, and here's the free hit ball. Abdullah on strike. Oh, he goes big, doesn't connect at all. And ball taken on the pad, so no harm done here for Manager Charya. And probably he has escaped with a couple of free hit balls. So ball steered into the offside. Not a run here for Abdullah. He goes up to 2 and Chandrapal Hemraj comes back into strike. It's 5 for no loss. Early stages here with the News Yorkers have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. They've gone with the same plan that worked on Friday.
Chandrapal Hemraj has been in quite some destructive form in New York, playing for Phoenix Cricket Club as well as the Richmond Hill Liberty Cricket Club in the National League in New York, and he'll be looking to transfer some of that form into the minor league, but going to be very difficult with Manoj Acharya bowling the way he has in this first over so far.
Yeah, we've seen a ball that kept a tad low here. Look at Manoj Acharya into his 5th ball. They're 5 for no loss. Look at this one. Didn't come up at all. And Manoj Acharya as a bowler would love the way that ball has really come through to Chandrapal Hemraj. And so the first over comes to a close. And after 1, it's 5 for no loss.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
So the Cavaliers line up. Cavaliers line up Abdullah and Chandrapal Hemraj out in the middle. And then of course Yasir, Pranav, Sunny, Junaid, Karima, Noman, Sean Finley, Saad bin Zafar and Xavier Marshall. Manhattan Yorkers led by Manoj Acharya. And that's their squad for you. We saw here in getting among the runs. So we're ready for Niraj Desai.
Nisaj Desai would have seen how good he was in the previous game against the Stallions.
Yeah, he starts to Abdullah. We saw how well he bowled on Friday. And in fact, no one else you can probably say that had a bad day with the ball. And he comes in here into the power plays. Ball given a lot of air here by Nisarj Desai. So 5 for no loss. Quiet start here from the Cavaliers. Ball worked into the offside. Easy single here for Abdullah. He goes up to 3, 6 for no loss. So Chandrapal Hemraj comes back into strike. We saw 353 from his blade last year. Averaged about 35. Had a very good minor league last year. He allows one outside the off stump, and umpire Brian Kane convinced it's a fair delivery. The score remains a 6 for no loss.
Chandrapal Hemraj would have been a man who would have scored back-to-back centuries in last year's minor league campaign.
ball goes down the leg side. Signal a wide from umpire Brian Kane. And so, Matt, we saw teams batting first during the course of this weekend. 94 on Friday. We saw 100 yesterday from the Stallions. Up and over. That's a lovely looking shot from Chandrapal Hemraj. And it's gone for 6. Lovely shot from Hemraj.
Huge hit indeed off the bat of Chandrapal Hemraj. Goes after Desai on the final ball. Look at that. Clean as you like. Effortless from Hemraj. Finishes off the over in some bit of style. 2 overs done. It's 13 without loss, the Cavaliers.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go Rewards, when you fuel, you save, because rewards come first.
So Yash Kangura has been given the ball, and he comes in here, will come into ball to Abdullah Saeed. They've gone off to a very good start, 6.5 runs and over. And that's a lot when you realize that the past 2 scores of this ground was just about 5 runs and over. In fact, less than 5 runs and over. So essentially, both Abdullah and Hemraj has given the Cavaliers a very good start in 2 overs, 6.5 runs and over. Having lost the toss, and they were sent in by Manoj Acharya and the Yorkers team. Kangura has been given the ball. Ball worked into the onside, and Matt, I would want to think we'll see an approach from the Cavaliers, who would have seen 2 matches on this ground in the last couple of days, and you figure that they'll have some bit of assessment what they need to do when it's their turn to bat. They have been sent in here, and we've seen 13 balls into this game, and you get the feeling both Hemraj and Abdullah has sense what to expect at Mercer County Park. So another wide send down, this time by Yash Kangura.
I would have certainly had the knowledge of seeing 2 games on this track. In particular for players like Abdullah Saeed and Chandrapal Hemraj, they would have been very pleased to see a batter like Ryan Scott succeed yesterday, knowing their similar style of plays. Perhaps looking to fight the fire with fire, in the sense that even though conditions might be testing here at Mercer County, they can try to hit their way out of it. As you see, Chandrapal Hemraj going for the expansive shot yet again, looking to build some pressure on Kangura. Hasn't worked out quite that way as yet. Just the 1-6 so far from Hemraj, but other than that, it's been quite tidy this from the Manhattan Yorkers.
So we've seen the dependency on Yash Kangura and Manoj Acharya to really bowl the seam of balls. Oh, he gets a ball that is making some bit of height. Struck on the face, maybe on the body. And that's a nasty delivery, rearing its head on Chandrapal Hemraj. 15 for no loss. So 15 for no loss. A little bit of timeout here for Chandrapal Hemraj, who will take a look at this delivery where the ball would have struck Hemraj. Getting into this trademark shot. Oh, on the helmet, on the brim of the helmet. So I think they'll have to apply the concussion protocol. Make sure he's good. Make sure the helmet is in good shape. And second player we've seen during the course of this weekend, we saw Jesse Singh taking a blow to the helmet, Matt.
Yeah, couple of hits on the helmet. I'm sure whoever is administering those concussion protocols has had a lot of work so far this weekend. Looks to be all set, ready to go. Kangura will continue, and so will Chandrapal Hemraj.
It's one of the toss, Matt, that what we have seen so far. It has been the plan. You win the toss, you bowl first. You try to restrict teams based on the conditions here to low scores, and then you come in and you see scores in front of you. And so what we have seen, it's easier to probably chase at Marsa County Park for the time being. Hemraj gets a good delivery, can't score, and the score remains a 15 for no loss.
Yeah, certainly a plan to really bowl first, really get your bowlers on early, especially against perhaps a side like the Somerset Cavaliers, who are just starting their tournament now. The Yorkers have already played here, have already succeeded. Maybe it's just a little bit easier batting last as the day gets, as we get more and more into the day perhaps, because we saw both sides chasing so far emerging victorious, and perhaps maybe just a bit easier.
This one keeps a bit low again. So the third over full of drama, 15 for no loss. But Matt, you look at the start here from Cavaliers. They're 15 for no loss. They're going at just over 5 runs and over. If you were Cavaliers, you've seen 2 days of cricket on this ground. What will be your target coming in batting first? 120, 110?
I think 120 is perhaps an ideal target, because we saw a few low scores here so far. Another good delivery that from Kangura. Finishes off the over very well, just 2 off it. Just missing that outside edge of Chandrapal Hemraj and through to Hiren Patel. 2 done, 15 for none. 3 done rather.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस, इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट में क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
So 15 for no loss. We've seen in the previous over of the bowling of Nisar Desai. A lovely shot from Chandrapal Hemraj. He does love to go over or straight over the bowler's head. And look at that. A massive shot earlier on in the innings from Hemraj. And that's his trademark shot. He's very strong in that area. Ball into the offside as Desai continues. And Abdullah remains on 4. And Abdullah, we've seen him so many times, Matt. He loves to play shots. But you get it. You get the feeling that his approach today has been one of a very cautious one, and you'll have to give him credit for that. Oh, there we go. In to the onside, and that has gone some ways in the vicinity where Chandrapal Hemraj would have struck his, and that has gone for another 6.
Big hit there from Abdullah Saeed. Can always go the aerial route whenever. And you're just making the point, perhaps just seeing himself in, assessing the conditions, and then bang, all of a sudden, can take you out the park in a jiffy.
One that keeps a bit low. Abdullah does well to negotiate the spin here of Desai. We saw the reliance on spin in the previous game by the Yorkers, and they've come back with the same plan. Again, a forward defensive is Abdullah. He's mixing some aggression with defense, mostly defense for the time being, and he's had to grind this morning here at New Jersey. Ball defended into the onside, so an over comes to an end. 4 gone. It's 21 without loss.
हमारे मोहल्ले में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
बहुत शुक्रिया, प्लीज।
अरे आप भी समोसे?
You will love these samosa. सुना है मार्केट में नए आए हैं।
ओए नए शे हम नहीं खाते हुए।
नए माने?
वो लक्ष्मी है ना?
लक्ष्मी के फ्रोजन समोसे?
जी हाँ, ऑथेंटिक पंजाबी टेस्ट वाले।
एक समोसा और।
आपको नए वाले तो खाने नहीं थे?
ओ यार, ये तो लक्ष्मी है ना।
Introducing Lakshmi Frozen Samosa range.
So Chandrapal Hemraj switches to the cap. 21 without loss after 4 overs. It looks like Dhruv Pawar has been given the ball here for the Manhattan Yorkers. How impressive was Dhruv Pawar in the previous game against the New Jersey Stallions? Debutant, first year in the minor league, an under-19 player, and came in 4 overs for just 6 runs with a couple of wickets as well. An earlier start for him, this time bowling in the power play, and this time bowling to Chandrapal Hemraj and Syed Abdullah. Could be very explosive. It'll be interesting here to see this matchup. Are they going to look to target the youngster in Dhruv Pawar, or will his bowling excel like it did 2 days ago?
Oh, that's a big strike from Chandrapal Hemraj. And that has gone over long off. And that's another huge 6 here for Chandrapal Hemraj.
Well, there's the answer from Chandrapal Hemraj, going after Dhruv Pawar straight away. Look at that. And when Chandrapal Hemraj gets going, it can be a very, very dangerous sight to see for the fielding side. No matter what ground, no matter what day, if Chandrapal Hemraj can hit some 6s like that and really get into a groove, it's trouble here for the Manhattan Yorkers.
So they're off to a very good start. They've posted 27 for no loss. Another one into the onside. This could go all the way. In fact, it has. And we'll confirm that. In fact, it has. So another big strike from Chandrapal Hemraj and a couple of 6s in a row.
Another big 6 that off the bat of Chandrapal Hemraj. A good effort in the outfield. This time a slog sweep shot almost. Look at that, a one-handed attempt to just try to keep the ball in play. In vain in the end.
So a couple of big strikes from Chandrapal Hemraj. His third 6 of the innings so far. And Matt, you get the feeling, irrespective of how the track will play, once the ball pitches up into the volley. Look at that, pulled into the onside again. And that has gone for another maximum. 3 6s in a row. And Chandrapal Hemraj goes quickly up to 24. That's a lovely shot.
Couple of flighted deliveries from Pawar to start. This one, perhaps a drag down to Chandrapal Hemraj. Hangs back and pulls it away for 6. And this is exactly what I was making the point. If he can get going and if he can find the middle of the bat, it doesn't matter how big the ground is. It doesn't matter on what surface he's playing on. It doesn't matter who's bowling. Chandrapal Hemraj will find a way to send it over the cones. And Dhruv Pawar, it's been a difficult over for the young man. He's starting to learn that by example here.
So 3 6s in a row. Oh, into the onside. Settling for one. Abdullah will come in to strike. We'll quickly take a look at all 3 6s. And he's really thrilled. He's really thrilled people watching the feed. T20 cricket has always been an entertaining format of the game. And nothing beats sixes. We've seen 3 from Chandrapal Hemraj. Abdullah comes back into strike, and Cavaliers, they're off to a fine start. They're going at 8.5 runs and over. You look at the card, it's 40 for no loss. And we're still into the power play, still into the 5th over. And Pawar has gone for 17. In fact, he's gone for 19 in this over. And Abdullah's played a good hand himself. He's up to 10. And into the offside. So harm done. A lot of damage done in this over. 5 gone. It's 40 without loss.
As soon as we come back.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
For no loss, we've seen a big knock from Chandrapal Hemraj so far. 25. 4 massive sixes. Let's take a look at some of the sixes so far. This one was off the side, I think, and was all the way in front of Drew Pawar. Look at this one into the onside. Fielder had a bit of play on that one, but in the end, and this one short and hammered into the onside. 3 massive sixes off the bat of Chandrapal Hemraj.
So Kangura returns from the other end, the media end. Hemraj on 25. We saw him take a liking to Dhruv Pawar. Has taken a liking to the spin in general, because we did see him hit that 6 earlier off of Nisarj Desai.
And so Kangura comes from the come box end. We saw earlier on Kangura was able to get a ball that really struck Hemraj on the helmet. Not with really pace, I would say, and I'm pretty sure that Chandrapal Hemraj has, in his time, faced a lot of quicker bowler than that. But take a look at this one earlier on in the inning. Yeah. And it's not really about the pace, but it puts a little bit of doubt in the batsman's mind as to how the track will behave. And so Kangura comes from the come box end, will come into bowl to Chandrapal Hemraj. And Hemraj is up on 25. He has gotten off to a good start. Slower ball into the offside and can't score a match. You look at the card here. It's 40 without loss. And we have seen in 2 days of cricket, 40 not an easy score to get by teams. But Cavaliers in their 6th over has gone up to 40 for no loss.
Yeah, this has been a very good start, given what we've seen in the last 2 days from the Somerset Cavaliers.
And we've seen Manoj Acharya use his bowlers in very short spells. Kangura into his 2nd over, using up 2 spells. And so Manoj Acharya is trying to probably have the batsman guessing as to who will bowl, what method of bowling comes at them. And so far today, you'll probably have to say that the plan really has not worked. We've seen a dominating display of hitting so far from Chandrapal Hemraj. And he's gone quickly up to 25 from just 17 balls. We've seen 4 massive sixes from him. A player who will be going back up in the West Indies for CPL. Yeah, another look at that short ball from Kangura. And this one ball keeping low, and the ball goes through to Hiran Patel. So Kangura 3 dots in this over. This has been a very good one here for the Yorkers team.
A very good start indeed to this over for the Manhattan Yorkers, but a good start in general for the Cavaliers. And they've gone with a strategy perhaps we haven't really seen a lot from the other sides. That is to go out with Chandrapal Hemraj, Syed Abdullah, 2 very attacking batters. And they really haven't changed a lot. We've seen a little bit more perhaps restraint because of the conditions, but as you can see from the shot attempted, Chandrapal Hemraj and Syed Abdullah haven't shied away from occasionally hitting the big six, and we saw it Ryan Scott, and I keep using Ryan Scott as an example because he's a player very similar to these two that excelled on these conditions just 24 hours ago. And you saw how the way Ryan Scott didn't change really anything at all. He just continued to bat the way he normally does, showing that there is runs on this pitch. That is for sure. You've just got to perhaps be brave enough to really go after it from ball one, which we haven't really seen. We've seen a couple of batters really go in and try to defend and perhaps dig themselves into a hole and eventually get out with not much on the board. Not these two.
Big play and a miss to Chandrapal Hemraj. Ball goes through to Hiran Patel. In the meantime, Matt, Kangura has bowled 5 dot balls in this over. And so he's beginning to pull back. The treatment meted out to Pawar. We saw that over from Dhruv Pawar going for 19. And so a little bit of pull back here from Kangura. He's gone for 5 dot balls. And what started at the start of this over, 8.5 runs and over, it has gone down to 6.8. So Kangura, 5 dot balls has made a difference here. And Chandrapal Hemraj waits for Kangura. And a play and a miss. So a maiden over here from Yash Kangura. And the 6th over comes to a close. Is 40 for no loss.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
So 6 overs gone, 40 for no loss. Abdullah on strike. We saw during the course of this innings, Abdullah got into the 6 hitting act. Look at that, all the ease in the world. Very effortless. And when he hits the ball, Matt, it goes a far away. Lovely strike from Abdullah earlier on.
Yeah, it was a good strike from him. And he'll be on strike yet again to start the 7th over.
So Miraj Naidu comes into the Yorker lineup today, Matt. Haven't seen him on Friday. And from the look of things, maybe a 20 yards markup, and looks like he's going to bowl some seam up here. And will come into bowl to Abdullah. Abdullah has played a very good hand. He has supported Chandrapal Hemraj well. He has kept an eye on the scoreboard that they're going over 6 runs and over. And he has really come to bat and stay out in the middle. Oh, that one keeps tad low. And it goes through to Hiran Patel, who does well to keep the ball in play. Wide is a signal from umpire Saeed. And another one is added to the Cavaliers score.
Miraj Naidu comes into the side, I think, for Hiran Shallow. I don't think is part of the 11 today. Starts off with a wide, so perhaps bringing in a bowler.
And Matt, we saw earlier on Cavaliers also with Najaf Shah, but Najaf Shah probably not playing today. Might be a mentor, coach. So 41 on the board, Abdullah on strike, and Naidu gets a couple of good balls in. Yeah, we'll take a look at this one here, as this one is a quality ball going down the leg side this time, and signal wide by umpire Irfan. Well, we made mention Najaf Shah. We saw him earlier at the ground, very experienced player. And there we go. Timona Aslam, Aslam Khan and Najaf Shah. He's always to pick out. He's about 6'7", 6'5". Very tall man. Oh, Abdullah doesn't time it well and mistimed shot, and he can't score. So, what do you make of Miraj Naidu so far?
He started off quite well, especially at a time in which the Cavaliers have looked to go after him. The Seamers have actually done very well, quite the contrary to what we've seen in the last 2 days. Manoj Acharya 1 over for 5, Kangura 2 overs for 2. And now Hemraj Naidu has started off quite well.
Yeah, the only blemish in this over would have been the wide ball sliding down the leg side. Abdullah taking on the pad. Big appeal. Goes into the direction of Deep Joshi. Leg by is a signal from umpire Saeed. So the extras goes up to 7, Matt. Ball going down the leg side. And I wonder where the appeal came from. So loud. With the ball going down the leg side.
Probably desperate for a wicket here, the Manhattan Yorkers. Trying anything to convince the umpire. Chandrapal Hemraj has been the more attacking of the two, and the more dangerous.
Yeah, this is good bowling from Naidu. Take the couple of wides. In fact, 1 wide and 1 leg by. That leg by will not be against his analysis, but the wide will be. But other than that, Matt, he has held his own. One of 3 seamers we've seen used by Yorkers. We saw the captain, manager Charya. We saw Kangura. And as you made mention, coming in for high run shallow. He's expected to probably give them some good bowling performance. And so far, he's done well. Ball eased into the offside. So this has been really a quality over from Hemraj Naidu. And we saw over number 6 from Yash Kangura, a maiden one. So things have really been pulled back here by the Manhattan Yorkers in an over that we saw. Chandrapal Hemraj took 19 off Dhruv Pawar, but these couple of overs have really pulled things back for the Manhattan Yorkers. Oh, lofted in no man's land. That will complete over number 7. So with 7 gone, it's 43 without loss.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
So good start from the Cavaliers. There we go. They're up to 43 for no loss, going at 6.14 and over. And the way things have gone in this weekend of games, you probably want to take 6.14 any day, Matt.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be quite happy with that so far, especially given they haven't lost any wickets. They've really counter-attacked this Manhattan Yorkers bowling lineup as Vandit Prajapati is given the ball. I was just going to make the point that we might see a little bit more of the seamers, and Vandit Prajapati was quite a handy option. And here he is, and that immediately sliced away from Chandrapal Hemraj and goes away for 4. So Vandit Prajapati is greeted with a boundary. Chandrapal Hemraj continues his counter-offensive and gets the score up to 47 for the Somerset Cavaliers.
Yeah, another good start here from Prajapati. Look at that. Giving Chandrapal Hemraj a lot of width to work with. And this one, a slashing shot through the offside. Not a good looking shot. He goes up to 30. He's batted extremely well. 4 sixes and 1 4 from Chandrapal Hemraj. So not a good start here from Vandit Prajapati. Ball sliding down the leg side. That's the shot. A lovely shot through the offside. All the way to the point area. Oh, painful blow here to Prajapati. Ball struck firmly back. Not much he can do with that, Matt.
Always tough as a bowler. Particularly perhaps a pacer, a little bit more of a follow through, and straight back into the hands of Vandit Prajapati and puts it down. It's a drop chance at the end of the day, one that he would have loved to take. Hemraj given a life on 30.
Oh, lofted into the long on area. Fielder can just watch and allows it to go by. And that's another 6 from Chandrapal Hemraj. Another big 6 from him.
Huge hit makes Prajapati pay for that drop catch. This time, much more conviction in the shot. Went a long way up and a long way back over the head of Danish Patel. And Chandrapal Hemraj, his 5th 6 of the game so far, takes him up to 36.
So the 50 comes off for Cavaliers in the 8th over. And this is a very good start. Ball punched into the offside. And this is a very good start from Chandrapal Hemraj and Abdullah. We'll take a look at the 6 that brought up the 50 here for Cavaliers. Another shot straightish down the ground, this time over long on. Take a look at this one. Timed it well. And his trademark shot, he's strong on the straight side of the boundary. And over the head of Danish Patel, 54 on the board here for Cavaliers. And Matt, last season we saw some bowling from Vandit Prajapati. He's not no stranger to bowling a few here and there.
And Vandit Prajapati would have been a Cavalier last year. Really made a name for himself in the black and green last year for the Somerset Cavaliers. Has looked very impressive for them last year and has since made the move to the Yorkers. Finds himself bowling to some familiar friends in the form of Chandrapal Hemraj, who he would have opened with for about the second half of the season.
And we saw Vandit Prajapati take a painful blow to the arm. We'll have a look at that maybe later on, but a form drive from Chandrapal Hemraj. The 8th over comes to a close. It's 55 for no loss.
हमारे मोहल्ले में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
बहुत शुक्रिया, प्लीज।
अरे, आप भी समोसे?
You will love these samosa. सुना है मार्केट में नए आए हैं।
ओए नए शे हम नहीं खाते हुए।
नए माने?
वो लक्ष्मी है ना?
लक्ष्मी के फ्रोजन समोसे?
जी हाँ, ऑथेंटिक पंजाबी टेस्ट वाले।
एक समोसा और।
आपको नए वाले तो खाने नहीं थे?
ओ यार, ये तो लक्ष्मी है ना?
Introducing Lakshmi Frozen Samosa range.
Hits it hard. And from just about 15 or maybe 18 yards away, Matt, that's bullet. And so we saw Vandit Prajapati wringing his arm during the course of that over. An over that has conceded 12. And so far, 8 overs gone, 55 for no loss. So 55 for none. We spoke about the painful blow. There we go, Vandit Prajapati. He's feeling the effects of a ball that was struck firmly back. Would you call that a chance?
Absolutely. Into the hands and out of them. Has to go down as a chance, albeit a tough and painful one. Still, perhaps 1 out of 10 times it might stick.
Yeah, coming back to what has happened here, they badly need a breakthrough. But the Cavaliers made a very good start to their 2023 campaign. 55 for no loss, you can see that. Abdullah has been quite patient for his 10. Chandrapal Hemraj has taken the opportunity when the opportunity presented itself to really play those big shots that he's known to play. A play and a miss, and the ball goes through to Hiran Patel. But Matt, Cavaliers will probably want to better what happened last year. We saw during the course of their campaign in 2022, they lost their first 5 games.
Yeah, they would have had quite a miserable start to the 2022 season, but regained themselves quite well. And they were just for several games were looking as if they were going to pounce late and peak at the right time, as they say. In the end, they were just perhaps lacked a few results right at the start of the season. And you mentioned how crucial the start of the season can be. And I'm sure one team you really look at it will be the Manhattan Yorkers when you look at it having that big win against the New Jersey Stallions. Points on the board early on can go a long way. Something that really hindered the Somerset Cavaliers last season, despite them regaining and moving up quite a few spots on the table towards the back end. They saved just a bit too much work towards later on in the season.
So 55 for none. We'll take a look at a tough opportunity for them to break through. Take a look at this one. Yeah, had he held on to that one, would have been a stunner of a catch and probably would have made the minor league catches of the week.
A sneaky good over this from Hemraj Naidu. 4 dot balls in a row. Hasn't given Abdullah Saeed anything to really go at.
So ball driven up into the offside, and Matt, I would want to think that's they get another single. 55 for none, 56 for none.
Syed Abdullah has been somewhat restrained here by the Manhattan Yorkers. They've really restricted perhaps his side of the innings so far. 11 of 24. We would have only seen really the 6 from him earlier on, but since then has had a bit of a tough time.
Playing a miss. So the ninth over comes to a close. A play and a miss, and after 9 is 56 for none.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
So Rahul Mishra comes into the attack. 9 gone, 56 for no loss. And we'll come into bowl to Abdullah. Abdullah 235 runs last year. Played for the Philadelphians. And I know, Matt, you have a better memory than I do. Was Abdullah at some point with the Cavaliers?
2021, believe would have started his career off with the Somerset Cavaliers, moved to the Philadelphians, and then moved back.
So a couple of good balls here from Rahul Mishra. So 64 balls remaining. They're off to a fine start. 56 for no loss. And Matt, when you look at Cavaliers last year, the top 4 batters for them. Oh, what a shot here from Abdullah. Into the onside. It's gone a long way. And that's a lovely shot from Syed Abdullah. Gone for 6. 6-2 for no loss.
Needed that. Was just being restricted a bit here by the Manhattan Yorkers. But he can change things in the blink of an eye in just one shot. There we go. Down on one knee. Hammers it a long way back. That'll do his confidence the world of good.
Oh, he tapped this up in the air. Manoj Acharya, the captain, takes an easy catch. And Abdullah cannot find the boundary this time. Finds the hands of Manoj Acharya. And the first wicket goes down for Cavaliers. Abdullah gone for 17.
Big wicket that. They needed a wicket at some point to the Manhattan Yorkers. Went straight up in the air, and Manoj Acharya takes the catch. So the wicket goes down. Rahul Mishra. Abdullah goes at 62 for 1.
So a good knock from Abdullah. Posted 62 along with Chandrapal Hemraj. Xavier Marshall will come to the middle. And it's 62 for 1. We'll take a look at the 6 just before the dismissal of Saeed Abdullah. A good strike on this ball. Take a look at this one. Into the onside, went for a massive 6. And then, of course, he perished the next ball trying to play a similar shot. But this one knocked up in the air and into the hands of Manoj Acharya. That's the 6 from Abdullah. But that didn't last too long. Xavier Marshall comes to the middle, and they're batting a 62 for 1. Good start from the Cavaliers as Marshall bats at number 3.
I would have lied a few deliveries ago. Abdullah Saeed hasn't played for the Cavaliers. He was with New England Eagles in year 1. First year with the Cavaliers, but he's back in the shade. Xavier Marshall, player with international experience. I think for 2 separate national sides.
Yes, Matt. Has he been bowled? In fact, he has. So Marshall doesn't last too long. Clean up here by Rahul Mishra. And all of a sudden, a couple of quick wickets say against Cavaliers. They're 62 for 2.
Straight through Xavier Marshall. Rahul Mishra, the man with the golden arm at the moment, removed Abdullah Saeed and has now removed Xavier Marshall.
Yeah, might have played for some bit of turn. He ran straight, and that's the end of Marshall. So 10 gone, 62 for 2.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
So 10 gone, 62 for 2. We've seen the quick departures of Abdullah and Marshall. We'll take a look at Marshall quickly, Matt. Into the final ball of the last over. So Sonny Patel has come to the middle. Chandrapal Hemraj will be the man on strike.
So Danish Patel introduced into the attack. Bowling to Chandrapal Hemraj.
Hemraj has played a very good hand so far. He's up to 36. But you get the feeling that Yorkers are beginning to fight back here. They've picked up a couple of wickets in quick succession. Just in the space of a 3 balls. Marshall lasted 2 balls. Abdullah coming off a previous 6. Just struck the ball up. Manoj Acharya took an easy catch. And Hemraj, along with Sonny Patel and the others to come, if they get an opportunity, will have to come up with plans here to post a good score batting first. Still 58 balls to be bowled here. We've seen a very good start here from Danish Patel.
Good start indeed here from Danish Patel. 3 dots on the trot here to Chandrapal Hemraj. And you maybe feel how Hemraj will be affected knowing that he's seen 2 partners come and go within the span of an over.
And you've got to give credit to Rahul Mishra. who's picked up 2. Going down the leg side, we'll wait and see. Wide is a signal from umpire Saeed. So a couple of runs added here. We'll take a look in the last over for the couple of wickets here for Rahul Mishra. Couple of strikes in that over of his bowling. 2 for 6 so far, Rahul Mishra. This one is the first one. Abdullah trying to go big again. Didn't time it at all. And this one is Marshall. Cleaned up by Rahul Mishra. What an over from him. So Sonny Patel comes in to strike for the first time. Could be his minor league debut, Matt. Into the offside. So he gets off the mark. And the very first ball that he's played at the minor league level. As far as we know, not too sure if he's played in the other regions, but first time we're seeing him on the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, first game indeed for Sonny Patel. Hemraj back on to strike on 36. Danish Patel has 2 balls to go. Has only given up 3, 2 of them being wides.
Keeping a bit low. And this is probably one of the variations that spinners will tell you, well, I do bowl a ball that keep low.
They'll always say they knew what they were doing there.
Even if they get an edge that passes the keeper, they'll probably tell you, well, you know what, I play that shot from time to time and I really got it good today. 11 overs gone, 66 for 2.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
So 8 bowlers been used here by Yorkers. And not like anything else, we've seen Rahul Mishra picking up both wickets so far. 2 for 6 in his solitary over. So that's your bowling card for you. Manager Charya, Nisar Desai, Kangura, Pawar, Naidu, Prajapati, who bowled a few today. Rahul Mishra, the best of them all.
8 bowlers used already here from the Manhattan Yorkers.
And Cavaliers, they're batting pretty well here, going 6 and over. Certainly led by Chandrapal Hemraj, who formed their batting lineup last year and really was among the runs. We made a point. Hemraj got 353 runs last year. And he was ably supported by Richard Allen, who's not playing today. Lofted into the air. Fielder will come around. Danish Patel, and it goes over his head. And that's another 6 off the bat of Chandrapal Hemraj.
Lovely shot that from Chandrapal Hemraj. Has played a similar shot to that a couple of times now. And has gotten pretty much every time the maximum result. Right in front of the commentary tent. Over the head of Danish Patel and greets Rahul Mishra with a 6 straight away.
So 6 sixes now for Chandrapal Hemraj. And he goes again, but doesn't succeed this time. Ball goes through to Hiran Patel. So take a look at this one. Into his favorite area over long on this time. Similar to what we have seen not too long ago. But this one, look, that is slowed up in the air a bit, but still over the head of... Oh, one of the biggest one we've seen all day from Chandrapal Hemraj. And that has gone over the road into the bush. And that's a massive hit from Chandrapal Hemraj. 6 more.
Dragged down from Rahul Mishra on the back foot, on the pull early. And Chandrapal Hemraj has launched that into the forest. 7-6 already. And Hemraj has really started to pull this game away from the Manhattan Yorkers. Moves up to 49. Rahul Mishra has had a change of fortunes so far in this over.
So 49 to Chandrapal Hemraj. He's on the verge of getting to a half century. We saw yesterday someone got a half century, and here we are, 49 to Chandrapal Hemraj. So he's on 49. into the offside, and there we go. 50 for Chandrapal Hemraj, and it comes off 40 balls, 7 sixes and 1 4. Well played, Chandrapal Hemraj. He scores a 50.
Chandrapal Hemraj, and he's dealt that 50 in boundaries as well. 1 4, 7 sixes, that's 46 alone for you. Only 4 singles. Has really been in some destructive form here as Hemraj, and has also perhaps shown a bit of patience, knowing that it's a tricky surface to play on. The outfield isn't the quickest, and the bowling hasn't been bad from the Yorkers, but when he's got going, he's really sent them a long way back.
Fact is, Rahul Mishra, contrasting style, contrasting result in this over so far. He's given up 13 runs, still a ball remaining. Sonny Patel on strike, and Chandrapal Hemraj, well played half century. And we've seen a couple of half centuries on this pitch, Matt, in a matter of 24 hours. We saw yesterday Ryan Scott getting 51. Ball eased into the offside, and that will complete over number 12. So after 12, the big highlight, Chandrapal Hemraj gets a 50. 12 gone is 79 for 2.
हमारे मोहल्ले में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
बहुत शुक्रिया, प्लीज।
अरे आप भी समोसे?
You will love these samosa. सुना है मार्केट में नए आए हैं।
ओए नए शे हम नहीं खाते हुए।
नए माने?
वो लक्ष्मी है ना?
लक्ष्मी के फ्रोजन समोसे?
जी हाँ, ऑथेंटिक पंजाबी टेस्ट वाले।
एक समोसा और।
आपको नए वाले तो खाने नहीं थे?
ओ यार, ये तो लक्ष्मी है ना।
Introducing Lakshmi Frozen Samosa range.
Yeah, we'll take a look at a fine half century from Chandrapal Hemraj, laden with sixes, Matt. 7 sixes and 1 4. Take a look.
Yeah, a series of them on the youngster Dhruv Pawar. This was the first couple of deliveries given some flight and given the treatment. Dhruv Pawar on this occasion going a little bit shorter. Can't bowl there to Chandrapal Hemraj. That was the only 4 struck in his innings so far of the bowling of Vandit Prajapati. That one a lot more clean. Sailed over the head of Danish Patel. Hit a few in that region. And then Rahul Mishra met with a couple as well.
And this one probably, there was one down the leg side over square leg, was probably the biggest one. There we go, over the road here at Mercer County Park. So in very destructive mood, and this will do probably good for him as he heads up to the CPL camp starting soon. A play and a miss here by Chandrapal Hemraj, 79 for 2.
What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Oh, he peels off the outside edge. We'll pick up a couple of runs here. In fact, they'll settle for one. Not a very fast outfield, but ball hanging in the air in the region of Dhruv Pawar. And Chandrapal Hemraj picks up a single.
Gets Sonny Patel back on the strike.
Yeah, we saw 27 ball 50 from Ryan Scott yesterday, so it was a quicker 50. And ball hammered into the onside. Easy single here for Sonny Patel. And the danger man, Chandrapal Hemraj, he's been explosive today. He's up to 51 and he'll be the man who strike. And Matt, when you look at the Cavaliers batting lineup last year, let's look at some of the numbers here of batsmen who would have contributed to the top order. Oh, Chandrapal Hemraj gets a full toss and hammered it towards the long on area.
What an effort. What an effort that. Yash Kangura, my word. This was not easy at all. It's a full toss asking to be hit. Goes down the ground. And Kangura didn't take the catch, but tried to save the boundary. Did very well. Very difficult to do that.
So Sunny Patel through the offside will only get one. And this has been a good over here from Danish Patel. He's gone for 4 in this over. 43 balls remaining. And just quickly coming up to the batting last here from Cavaliers, we saw Chandrapal Hemraj, 253 runs. Richard Allen, 254. Xavier Marshall, 236. And Vandit Prajapati, 192. He's on the opposite side today. And so the 13th over comes to a close. It's 83 for 2.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
So 13 overs gone, 83 for 2. That's the mood and the situation and the camp of the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. In 2021, they played 16 games. They won 7 and lost 4. And in 2022, they played 14 games. They won 4 and lost 9. Acharya comes back into the attack and starts pretty well against Sunny Patel. Sunny Patel supporting Chandrapal Hemraj for the time being. 42 balls still to be bowled. And they're going over 6 runs and over mat, 83 for 2. So an appeal, now that says umpire Brian Kane. And the action continues here in third day of cricket here at Mercer County, pitch number 4. And you're watching the 2023 Sunoco Minor League Cricket Championship. And we're coming to you live from the state of New Jersey. So 3 good balls in this over off the bowling of Manoj Acharya. 3 dot balls so far. He's been quite tidy. He's bowled 9 deliveries, Manoj Acharya, the captain. And he's only conceded 5. 2021 will probably be one of the big season for Manoj Acharya. But we saw last year, Matt, he was among the wickets again. So nothing to take away here from Manoj Acharya. He's always played a very good part for his bowling.
I'm surprised he didn't perhaps bowl one a bit earlier, Manoj Acharya. But he's done very well here to Sunny Patel. Has really struggled to perhaps give the strike back to Chandrapal Hemraj.
Yeah, you're right on that. We've seen 5 dot balls from a man who took 18 wickets last year with the Stallions. Has now been given the captaincy. 5 dot balls. He comes into Sunny Patel. And look at that. Second maiden over we've seen of the innings. We saw one from Kangura and now one from Manoj Acharya. 14 gone, 83 for 2.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट में क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
So welcome back to Mercer County Park. Chandrapal Hemraj stands high and dry, 52 off 44 balls. Rahul Mishra 2 for 19, the best of the bowlers so far from Manhattan Yorkers. They've won the toss, elected to bowl. And we've seen a fine knock so far from Chandrapal Hemraj, Matt. Welcome back.
Danish Patel continues. Quiet period of play here from the Somerset Cavaliers.
So still a lot of batting to come. Play and a miss. This has been very good bowling from Danish Patel. When the team was going at 6 and 7 runs and over, Danish Patel has been bowling overs that has gone for about 4 runs and over. His economy rate has been very, very good. Peels off the outside edge. Joshi comes around and hands the strike over to Sunny Patel. And Matt, we've seen Sunny Patel, he's used up quite a few deliveries. He's only finds himself on 3, but he's used up some 11 balls. We saw in the previous over 6 dot ball off the bowling of Manoj Acharya. And he comes in to strike facing Danish Patel. 84 for 2. And we've got 33 balls to come. Lots of batting still to come here for Cavaliers. Saad bin Zafar, Junaid Nadir Numan Iftikhar, Sean Finley, Yasir Mohammed.
Edged away, and this one will run away for 4. So Sunny Patel picks up a bit of a fortuitous boundary. Peels off the outside edge. Something perhaps to sort of kick him into gear.
Yeah, Danish Patel has been bowling good, and one of the first attacking shots we've seen from Sunny Patel. And fortune favors the brave. He picks up 4 and pushes this score closer to 100. We have seen in 2 days of cricket how much 100 is valued on this track here at Mercer County Park. So Danish Patel, complete all-rounder. I'm pretty sure he's going to be required to put in a good batting performance here for the Yorkers. He batted at the top of the order. And his leg spin bowling has been quite impressive. So ball tugged into the onside. And so that will complete the 15th over. So 15 gone, it's 89 for 2.
हमारे मोहल्ले में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है
बहुत शुक्रिया प्लीज
अरे आप भी समोसे
यू विल लव दिस समोसा सुना है मार्केट में नए आए हैं
ओए नए शे हम नहीं खाते हुए
नए माने
वो लक्ष्मी है ना
लक्ष्मी के फ्रोजन समोसे
जी हाँ ऑथेंटिक पंजाबी टेस्ट वाले
एक समोसा और
आपको नए वाले तो खाने नहीं थे
ओ यार ये तो लक्ष्मी है ना
इंट्रोड्यूसिंग लक्ष्मी फ्रोजन समोसा रेंज
So Yash Kangura gets another ball, Matt. And he comes in here at 89 for 2. 30 balls remaining, 15 overs gone. Sunny Patel on 8. We've seen a half century from Chandrapal Hemraj, who has been kept out of strike for the last 2 or 3 overs.
Yeah, he's had a bit of difficulty getting back on strike. Sunny Patel has used up a few deliveries at the other end, and it's, I'm pretty sure, a side of the pitch that the Manhattan Yorkers will look to capitalize on.
So it's in the air from Sunny Patel. Oh, he's gone. So well-judged catch from one of the fielders there, and Sunny Patel innings comes to a close. It's 89 for 3.
Dhruv Pawar takes the catch. Went straight up in the air. Had to really go at something, did Sunny Patel. And eventually popping one straight up in the air. And a simple catch for Dhruv Pawar. Sunny goes for 8. It's 89 for 3, the Cavaliers.
Okay. So 89 for 3, Sean Finley walks to the middle. They've got 29 balls remaining for them. Chandrapal Hemraj is on 53. Take a look at this one. Sunny Patel, he's been there for some time. And you get the feeling that he was always going to try to break free. In the end, Dhruv Pawar comes up with a good catch. Well judged. And in the end, another wicket goes down. Sean Finley, the left-hander, comes to the middle. And Matt, we've got 29 balls remaining. And the question is, Chandrapal Hemraj has been starved of strike for some time. And it's been a while since we celebrated his 50, but he's held on to 53 so far. Kangura picks up one. And will come into bowl to Sean Finley. And Finley gets a ball, nibbled at it outside the off stump, and it goes through to Hiran Patel.
Good delivery that from Yash Kangura, and what a day he's had so far. 1 for 2 from 2.2 overs. Very impressive stuff from Kangura.
Yeah, Kangura's bowled 14 balls. He's only given up 2 runs, and he's picked up the wicket of Sunny Patel. Very impressive going here from Kangura. And he comes in here to bowl to Sean Finley with 28 balls remaining. And Finley gets a ball, wants a run, it's not there. Joshi comes in quite quickly. And Chandrapal Hemraj still off strike.
Yeah, Finley perhaps looking to get down the other end, get Hemraj back on strike, but not there. Tidy stuff from Kangura continues.
But you saw the intent from Sean Finley. He knows the plan. The plan is to allow the left-hander to come on to strike. He's really batted well, Chandrapal Hemraj, 7 sixes and 1 4. But for now, it's action, Kangura versus Sean Finley. Oh, straight down the ground. That's a lovely shot from Sean Finley. Finds the gap, splits the gap between mid-off and mid-on, and that's 4 runs.
I was just going to say, Sean Finley can hit them quite nicely as well. So he's had 2 deliveries. He hasn't been able to get Hemraj back on strike. Saying to himself, I'll do it myself then. Hammers it straight down the ground, piercing the gap between the 2 fielders. And look at that, Sean Finley with some muscle.
So we've got a couple of balls in this over. Kangura still very tidy, 1 for 6. Big swing and a miss. There's a big appeal. And umpire Brian Kane nods the head in the negative. And this will have to be rebowled.
Peeling for a catch of the wicket there is Kangura. They were certainly convinced.
Oh, it's going to be difficult without, without the technology of Snicko. But a big appeal, everyone went up, and umpire Brian Kane says not out. Sean Finley survives. So here is Kangura to Finley. Oh, that's a lovely strike from Sean Finley straight over the bowler's head. And that has gone for a massive 6.
Huge 6 from Sean Finley. Even better than the previous boundary. Ends the over off nicely, 10 off it. 99 for 3 after 16.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
good. Ready. So the previous ball, the last ball in the over of the bowling of Kangura. Take a look at this one. Sean Finley timed it well, straight over the bowler's head and a long way. And it's gone over the commentary box mat. A couple of big strikes in that over for Sean Finley.
Yeah, pitched up from Kangura. Given the treatment, went a long way back. Hemraj Naidu comes back into the attack, 4 overs to go. He's done quite well. 2 overs, none for 3 from him. Has kind of crept up under the radar, perhaps.
Evasive action from Sean Finley. Friendly fire. But he did go. He did get out of the way. The 100 comes up here for Cavaliers. And it comes in the 17th over. Another single off the bat of Hemraj. 100 on the board here for Cavaliers.
They will definitely take this, will the Somerset Cavaliers. The highest score that we've seen so far, or at least with almost 4 overs to go, they should get the highest score, given they've pretty much about equaled it.
Yeah, we saw yesterday the Philadelphians chased 100. Oh, that's a lovely strike from Sean Finley. And that has gone a long way over the onside. More sixes here for Sean Finley.
Huge 6 again. Sean Finley doing what he does best. Hitting the ball out of the park is his specialty. And forget about Chandrapal Hemraj. Sean Finley has said if it's there to hit, I will do so one-handed as well. Lovely shot that from Finley.
So Finley goes up to 16 from just 6 balls. Couple of big sixes and 1-4. And he's really played a good hand here with 22 balls remaining. That's a big strike from Sean Finley. A man who has played briefly at the international level for the West Indies at one time. And Hemraj Naidu under pressure now. And ball goes down the leg side, called a wide. And extras goes up to 12. So Sean Finley, Matt, for a long time, we haven't seen him in this kind of mood. Take a look at this one. That's a lovely shot. Went a long way. And that's a big strike from Sean Finley. It's a skidder off the arm of Hemraj Naidu. He's gone for 8 in this over so far.
If only had that been aimed at the stumps. Was quite close. And could have had Sean Finley in some trouble.
And you get the feeling, Matt, 107 is a very good score here, and still 21 balls remaining. Still potentially a chance to get up to maybe 130, 140. Chandrapal Hemraj is still out in the middle. And a single that eased into the offside and brings the man who scored a 50 here today, Chandrapal Hemraj, onto strike. And we've got 20 balls remaining here as Somerset Cavaliers, New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers were sent in. And so far with 20 balls remaining, 108 for 3. So Hemraj comes back into strike. We've seen 7 sixes from this man so far. 7 sixes and 1-4. And he goes into the onside. Doesn't time well. And so a bit of a minor triumph there for Naidu, Matt. What do you make of Hemraj Naidu so far?
He's bowled quite well. He's come back well in this over despite being hit for a 6. And you could see Chandrapal Hemraj just looking to go hard on that pull. Didn't quite time it right. Final ball, can Naidu finish off this over quite well? It's gone for 10, yes, but with the mood Finley and Hemraj are in, hasn't been terrible.
So short ball into the onside. Fielder comes around, does well. And that will complete the 17th over. So 17 gone. It's 110 for 3. 18 balls remaining.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
So welcome back. It's 110 for 3. 18 balls remaining. We've seen a partnership of 21 so far, Matt. And not forgetting, we saw a big start from Abdullah and Chandrapal Hemraj, posting 62 for the first wicket.
Yeah, big partnership, that one. That really kind of set the stage for the Somerset Cavaliers. Got them off to a very healthy start, did those two. And they've just kind of built from that ever since. The partnership of 27 between Hemraj and Sunny Patel, although it was a bit of a slow 27. And now we're seeing a big finish here from Sean Finley and Hemraj. They'll hustle through for a bye. That one not getting in cleanly into the gloves of Hiren Patel.
So the captain manager Charya starts over number 18 with a bye and brings Chandrapal Hemraj. We saw Ryan Scott getting a half century yesterday off 27 balls. And Chandrapal Hemraj, he's on 55 not out. Oh, guide this one over the keeper's head in the vicinity of probably a short third man area. And he picks up another run, brings the equation down to 16 balls remaining. The partnership between Sean Finley and Chandrapal Hemraj has yielded some 23 runs. And Matt, what you have seen of Sean Finley so far, is it fair to say he should give the strike over to Chandrapal Hemraj or do his own thing?
Got this one away. Hasn't been able to get it to the fence. Can do a bit of both here, Sean Finley. And that's what he seems to have been doing. He's hit a 4, he's hit a 6, he's hit 2 6s. But he's also tried to rotate the strike with Hemraj. Couple more added to the total. 114 for 3 for the Somerset Cavaliers. Still 15 deliveries to go.
Yeah, manager Charya will feel the pressure out there, and also the other bowlers. Both batsmen are striking well. That's a good play from Sean Finley. He's really come to bat today. Big appeal. Prajapati! Is that Prajapati who's coming with a direct throw? And look at that. Chandrapal Hemraj is run out. It's 115 for 4.
Looking to pinch a single there is Chandrapal Hemraj and Sean Finley. And in the end, a direct hit leading to the end of Hemraj. Have another look at this. The intent was right. But there's Vandit Prajapati with a rocket throw. We saw him 2 days ago take a really good catch, and now here he is affecting a run out. Top quality fielder is Vandit Prajapati.
Yeah, you wonder if we have seen a Finn Allen, Shehan Jayasuriya that we saw in the majors, Matt. Something of that sort. But Chandrapal Hemraj walks back for a well-played 56 of 50 balls. And Chandrapal Hemraj might be quite delighted with a performance today. A very good one, giving Somerset Cavaliers 114 for 4 at the time being. Well played, knock. So Junaid Nadir walks to the middle. We got 14 balls remaining. It's 114 for 4. So Nadir is defending a ball here, Matt. And we come down to the last 14 balls. So let's take a look at Chandrapal Hemraj.
Yeah, it was close that. I don't think he got the bat down in time.
So a 6 struck here by Junaid Nadir. Well, we're trying to watch the replay. It's 120 for 4. That's a big strike from Junaid Nadir. He comes in, second ball, and he's taking manager Acharya over the cone. 6 good-looking runs here for Cavaliers. Yeah, ball pitched up on the offside and slotted over the infield. So that's the end of over number 18. It's 120 for 4.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
Want to take a look at the run out here from Chandrapal Hemraj. And it's hard to say where the line really is, but at the point of impact, let's take a look. It's a tough one from what is available to us. But in the end, he's been given out. It's 120 for 4. Sean Finley on strike. And it looks like Naidu will bowl the 19th here, Mats. On 120 for 4.
Kangura starts off with a wide and has been sent tumbling as well.
Yeah, might have been an ankle injury here. We'll have to take a look at what has happened here. May have fell during the course of delivering that ball, and oh, wow.
My goodness.
Wow.
That's not good to see. There from Abhijit Kangura. Landed very awkwardly on that ankle right there. Yikes.
Painful
Not a
to
good
even
sign.
look at. Oh, that's a tough one here for Kangura. Hope he recovers well. We saw a couple of days ago Bhaskar Yadram suffered the same fate, and Bhaskar Yadram had to sit out for the other game. This is a big blow here for Yorkers. Kangura 1 for 13 in 3 overs with 1 mid-mat. And probably they were expecting him to come back with a couple, maybe at least, well, this one will be his final over. But not good here for the Yorkers. So Kangura has been helped off the field. And of course, viewers would have seen what happened to Kangura for the time being. So Danish Patel will continue that over. And Matt, it's always something not we're used to. Who owns the over, since there has not been a legal ball to start?
Well, Kangura will still own the wide. Danish Patel will take over for the next 6 legal deliveries.
Interesting. There's so much variance. Could be by. And so 10 balls remaining. It's 122 for 4. Sean Finley is on 20. Junaid Nadir Masood. Man out in the middle we saw in the previous over. He can strike the ball. Struck a big 6 where we get a chance. We'll try to take a look at Yash Kangura. He's gone off the field. And Danish Patel will continue this over. Started by Kangura. Oh, that's a massive strike from Junaid Nadir Masood. And that has gone all the way. It's another 6 here at Mercer County Park.
A huge hit that. Junaid Nadir, this man can hit a long ball. And so far, he's shown a glimpse of what he can do. A couple of big 6s from him already. A power hitter. Came over from the DC Hawks. And has stamped his authority in this over already off of Danish Patel. In the slot and hammered a long way back.
Off the outside edge. Runs here again. Goes into the direction of deep. And that's deep. Joshia deep. And so 9 in the over so far. Good intent shown here by Nadir as Sean Finley comes back into strike. And Matt, you look at 129 on the board. Who says that there's not a lot of runs on Mercy County pitch?
Again, the point I was making as we see a swing and a miss here. Perhaps the approach that the Cavaliers have taken has been vastly different from anyone else in the sense that they've really gone after the bowling rather than digging themselves into a hole.
So ball into the offside. That will complete the 19th over. And after 19, buys a signal from umpire's side. 19 gone, it's 130 for 4.
Welcome to Dallas. हमारे मोहल्ले में आपका बहुत स्वागत है।
बहुत शुक्रिया, please.
अरे, आप भी समोसे?
You will love these samosa. सुना है मार्केट में नए आए हैं।
ओए नए शे हम नहीं खाते हुए।
नए माने?
वो लक्ष्मी है ना?
लक्ष्मी के फ्रोजन समोसे?
जी हाँ, ऑथेंटिक पंजाबी टेस्ट वाले।
एक समोसा और।
आपको नए वाले तो खाने नहीं थे?
ओ यार, ये तो लक्ष्मी है ना?
Introducing Lakshmi Frozen Samosa range.
It's 130 for 4. We've seen a big strike in the last over from Junaid Nadir. We've seen some big hitters here for the Somerset Cavaliers, Matt. Sean Finley, Chandrapal Hemraj, and now Junaid Nadir. So final over coming up. Manoj Acharya, the captain, will come with the last 6. And this has been a very good score here from the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. Here we go, final over. And that's a good delivery to start here from Manoj Acharya. Point of concern, not having the service of Yash Kangura. It's 130 for 4. So we saw in the previous over, big strike from Junaid Nadir. He's come out here looking for runs, and look at that. Pummeled into the onside. Massive strike from Junaid Nadir. Oh, clean him up. So that's the end of Sean Finley. He falls for 20. It's 130 for 5.
Another one, Manoj Acharya deceiving Sean Finley. Perhaps didn't get to the height he would have liked. Tad low again. And all over it. A lot of movement in that crease. Finlay never really settled in to adjust himself. And is cleaned up. So with 4 deliveries to go, it's a good start. This from Manoj Acharya. And in the end, an awkward dismissal from Sean Finlay, who falls for 20 It's 130 for 5, Cavaliers.
So it looks like Yasir Mohammed that'll walk to the middle. And earlier on, Matt, we would have seen Yash Kangura had to be limped off the field. And so Yasir Mohammed comes in, 4 balls remaining. Manoj Acharya, the captain, given the last over. And the question is if Yash Kangura, he may not be able to bat, so a point of concern here for the Yorkers. Take a look at this one. Here we go, Yash Kangura.
Right there, you will see. Right there, you'll see that ankle of his landing very awkwardly.
So Yasir Mohammed on strike, 4 balls remaining. He comes down, gets deceived by a good quality delivery here from Manoj Acharya. And Cavaliers remains at 130 for 5. Good last over so far from Manoj Acharya, Matt. Would have picked up the wicket of Sean Finley. And has followed up with 2 dot balls. Or 1 dot ball. We saw the departure of Sean Finley and another dot ball. So into the offside, could be looking for 2. The throw comes in, not a good one.
Couple of runs to Yasir Mohammed, and Junaid Nadir had just gone down to have a chat with him after that dot ball and perhaps telling him to get him back on strike, but by the looks of that, doesn't seem to be the case as they've got a couple of runs. So Yasir remains on strike. Can he maximize these last 2 deliveries?
Yeah, no elevation, and now Junaid Nadir will face the final ball, Matt. But the fact is, hasn't Yasir Mohammed been used to pinch hit during the course of the minor league games that he has played?
Yeah, a former Yorker man, Yasir Mohammed, would have opened the batting quite a bit. Would have even got himself a half century in one of the games last season, opening the batting for the Manhattan Yorkers. And has done so quite strategically for the Cavaliers as well. A player that can hold his own with the bat. But here comes Junaid Nadir, who has struck a few 6s already. Will be looking to get 1 more. Can the Cavaliers get to 139? No, they can't. A short delivery, a very well executed short delivery from Manoj Acharya. So they can't really get to that 140 mark. But 133 is a score I'm sure they will take. Very good over from Manoj Acharya. Good day for him yet again. But for the Somerset Cavaliers, what do you make of this total?
This is a very good total in the couple of games that we have seen here at Mercy County Park. 133 as Junaid Nadir Masood walks back. Look at your batting card. Abdullah and Chandrapal Hemraj started pretty well. They put on 62 for the first wicket. Chandrapal Hemraj getting a half century. He batted impressively well. We saw a good knock from Sean Finley himself. He got a quick 20. And Junaid Nadir was not bad for 13.
Bowling card is very busy. 8 bowlers being used by the Manhattan Yorkers. Manoj Acharya and Danish Patel definitely excelled out of that 8. You saw good contributions as well from Miraj Naidu. 3 overs, none for 15. A couple of wickets from Rahul Mishra as well. Both came in 1 over. And then Abhijit Kangura, who was bowling quite well before the injury. So 133 for 5. 134 will be required for the Manhattan Yorkers. 6.7 and over required.
So there we have it, folks. Just stand by. Lots of good cricket left as the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers have posted 133. And when we come back, 134 to win from 120 balls. See you soon as cricket continues here at Mercer County Park. First ball into Abdullah. And Abdullah gets a very good delivery on the leg stump. Good start here from Manoj Acharya.
Yeah.
Up and over. That's a lovely looking shot from Chandrapal Hemraj. And it's gone for 6. Lovely shot from Hemraj. The seam of balls. Oh, he gets a ball that is making some bit of height. Struck We'll have to give him credit for that. Oh, there we go. In to the onside, and that has gone some ways in the vicinity where Chandrapal Hemraj would have struck his, and that has gone for another 6. Oh, that's a big strike from Chandrapal Hemraj. And that has gone over long off. And that's another huge 6 here for Chandrapal Hemraj. They posted 27 for no loss. Another one into the onside. This could go all the way. In fact, it has. And we'll confirm that. In fact, it has. So another big strike from Chandrapal Hemraj. Perspective of how the track will play once the ball pitches up into the volley. Look at that. Pulled into the onside again. And that has gone for another maximum. 3 6s in a row. Nadir Numan Iftikhar, Sean Finley, Yasir Mohammed.
Edged away, and this one will run away for 4.
So it's in the air from Sonny Patel. Oh, he's gone. So well judged. Kangura versus Sean Finley. Oh, straight down the ground. That's a lovely shot from Sean Finley. Finds Kangura to Finley. Oh, that's a lovely strike from Sean Finley straight over the bowler's head. Oh, that's a lovely strike from Sean Finley. And that has gone a long way. Well. Oh, that's a good play from Sean Finley. He's really come to bat today. Big appeal. Prajapati. Is that Prajapati?
Starts off with a wide and has been sent tumbling as well.
Patel will continue this over. Started by Kangura. Oh, that's a massive strike from Junaid Nadir Masood. And that has gone all.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
You're watching the Sunoco Minor League Cricket Championship, brought to you by our 2023 partners.
So we want to welcome you back. Somerset Cavaliers posting 133. There you have the batting card. We saw fine knock from Chandrapal Hemraj. Really got among the runs. Sean Finley towards the end. Abdullah, 62 run partnership at the top of the order. And we saw a quick fire 20 from Sean Finley, 13 from Junaid Nadir. But the standout innings, 56 from Chandrapal Hemraj. So we're about to have a go at the Manhattan Yorkers. They'll need 134 from 120 balls, and from the look of things, it could be Danish Patel and Vandit Kumar Prajapati, the two openers out in the middle, or that will come out to the middle. We've seen both Danish Patel and Prajapati, two talented players, and they'll have to bat extremely well here. It's 134 on conditions that have really favored the bowlers. So we're in for the second innings here, as Manhattan Yorkers will require to go at 6.7 and over for the time being. And of course that will change as we go along. So welcome back, Matt. 134 to win from 120 balls. Yasir Mohammed is gonna certainly be one of the bowlers today. Plenty bowling options here for the Cavaliers as they out to defend 134.
Yeah, a lot of bowling options indeed, particularly in the spin department. Sunny Patel, Saad bin Zafar, Chandrapal Hemraj, the man you just saw on screen there, Yasir Mohammed, Kareem Agor as well. Looks to be pace starting things off. Noman Iftikhar. Quite a usual time to see Noman Iftikhar. We've gotten very used to Noman Iftikhar, veteran of the game, especially around the New Jersey area. We've seen him so many times, very good with the new ball, very experienced player as well. And he will be starting things off to Danish Patel, who will be facing up first, and Vandit Prajapati as expected at the non-strikers end.
So 134 to win from 120, asking 6.7 at the start. We've seen two exciting players in Vandit Kumar Prajapati and Danish Patel. Danish Patel will be the man on strike. Noman Iftikhar has been given the new ball. And so very warm conditions here at Mercer County Park in the state of New Jersey. And there goes Nomi Iftikhar. His method of starting his bowling attack, he makes a complete 360. And Danish Patel comes down looking to charge Noman Iftikhar, and the ball goes through to the keeper, Pranav Rao.
Very exciting young man is Danish Patel. Very flamboyant opener, as you can see just from the shot attempt there, stepping down the track, looking to hammer Noman Iftikhar first ball. Would have been with the Yorkers last season. Noman Iftikhar has made his way back to the Somerset Cavaliers, bowling to his former teammate Danish Patel.
Oh, slashing shot through the offside. And the early 4 off the bat of Danish Patel.
Yeah, giving some width. Getting a slice on it. It was up in the air for a bit of time. Managed to get it in between a couple of fielders. Danish Patel with the first runs and the first boundary on the board for the Manhattan Yorkers.
Yeah, it's a lovely shot. Will do his confidence pretty well. Look at that. A bit of advancing now again. In fact, too wide from Nomi Iftikhar. And a shot through the offside. Commanding shot. Good start here from Danish Patel and the Yorkers. And they're off to a start by a lovely boundary off the bat of Danish Patel. So Nomi Iftikhar gets to the top of his bowling mark, and Matt, what you will always probably notice with Nomi Iftikhar, look, he goes to the top of his mark, makes a complete circle, and then he runs in. He does that all the time. And I'm reminded of one of the Morkel boys, wide outside the off stump from Nome Iftikhar. So things are on the way here for the Yorkers. And you've got to say they're off to a very good start. Just a couple of balls into the game, 5 already on the board.
Yeah, good start here for the Manhattan Yorkers. They'll need to definitely get off to a good beginning. We saw what Hemraj and Abdullah Saeed did for the Somerset Cavaliers, a 62-run opening partnership. Definitely set the stage for the rest of the innings. Danish Patel and Vandit Prajapati, the backbone of this Yorker side, you feel 1-2. That one left alone, and through it goes to Pranav Rao. Sean Finley on screen had a good hand towards the end of the innings, which he's been quite used to, a position he's been used to in his career, to come out and to really give the ball a good whack at the end.
Yeah, we see Pranav Rao being used in form of Stephen Ketwaru, keeper out of the West Indies. But you watch Nome Iftikhar, there he makes the circle now. And he runs in, having given up 5 in this over so far. Runs into bowl to Patel. Oh, that's a lovely strike, straight down the ground. And what a shot from Danish Patel over the bowler's head, and that's a shot of authority.
Danish Patel, what a shot, looking to not allow Noman Iftikhar to really settle in here at all. Stepping down the track again, and too easy up and over the infield for another boundary. And Danish Patel, we saw how good he was last season for the Manhattan Yorkers. We'll be looking to replicate that or do even better this season in 2023.
Oh, into the offside. Fielder comes in. Might have been Karima Gore. And they come back for a couple of runs. Not a good looking shot here from Danish Patel.
Yeah, maybe have been slouching a little bit, slow to really get in, was Karima Gore on the outfield, allowing them to really run hard to get the second, a bit of lapse in the field. You can see Danish Patel with the Siat bat. Every time I see a Siat branded bat, the first person that can really pop into my head is Shubman Gill, batter who has really made that bat a popular brand. Danish Patel sporting one of those.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the last ball, and if you can follow a little bit here, Karima Gore, he's regarded as one of the best in the country. We'll take a look at this one. Slashing shot into the offside. It went into the vicinity of Karima Gore, and he's usually reliably quick, but allowing the batters to come back for 2. Oh, wow. Comes down the track over mid-off, and that's 4 more runs off the bat of Danish Patel.
Another shot of disdain from Danish Patel closes out the over quite nicely. A good start this for the Yorkers. 15 without loss after the first.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save, because rewards come first.
So 15 for no loss. Saw a lovely shot in the last ball of the over off the bat of Danish Patel. He continues to bat well. Take a look at this one, man. Look at that. Short of command and in control is Danish Patel. And that over from Nome Iftikhar would have gone for 15. Good start here from the Yorkers. They're being led here by Danish Patel, and how quickly he has gone up to 14.
So Junaid Nadir introducing to the attack for the Somerset Cavaliers, will be bowling to Vandit Prajapati, who, very like Danish Patel, can hit them a long way back and really get into a groove once he settles in. You mentioned how good he was playing for the opposition last year. Appeals and gone! Straight away, Junaid Nadir gets the edge. And Vandit Prajapati can't believe it, but he's got to walk. Umpire Brian Kane raises the finger. And a perfect start to the over for Junaid Nadir. The Cavaliers strike Vandit goes.
So the first wicket goes down. Prajapati is gone. And so the first wicket goes down for Manhattan Yorkers. Prajapati goes without scoring.
So the first wicket down for the Manhattan Yorkers. Vandit Prajapati departs. And in walks Abhijit Kangura. This is an interesting one. Having seen the way he went down, perhaps somewhat of a recovery here from Kangura, but comes in at number 3. An interesting move this nonetheless. Junaid Nadir getting the wicket of Prajapati. Couldn't believe what he was seeing there, Prajapati, but in the end, has to walk.
So Kangura comes to the middle, 15 for 1. They've lost Prajapati. And they still need 119 from 113 balls. Very defensive at Kangura. And Matt, we are quite delighted that Kangura has come out and he's ready to play again. We saw in the previous innings he suffered a twisted ankle situation, but he has recovered well to come and bat. Well, we don't know how too well, but he's batting at number 3, and still so much work to be done. 119 from 112 balls. We're into the second over. We have seen Junaid Nadir already with a wicket.
It'll be interesting here to see Kangura's running, if he is capable of really running 100%, or if this is perhaps a pinch hit strategy, realizing that Kangura might not be the best between the wickets and sending him out to really make use of the power play. We could be wrong, but it will be interested to see in what sort of condition Kangura is in terms of his running ability, or whether or not he's just here to give the ball a good whack. Not able to do so on this occasion. Junaid Nadir has bowled very well, hasn't given up any runs as yet. And the wicket of Vandit Prajapati.
So we've seen a couple of teams in this region that have already put points on the table. This batting team, Manhattan Yorkers, with a couple of points already. We saw yesterday the Philadelphians taking points at the expense of the New Jersey Stallions.
Yeah, the Manhattan Yorkers will be right up there. The Philadelphians with a superior run rate in the Eastern Division.
This one might have been a drop catch. We'll wait and see, judging from the reaction and the shouts of the player. Let's see if we get a signal from umpire Brian Kane. And in fact, no signal, so caught behind. Chance put down here by Pranav Rao. And Junaid Nadir Masood might have been quite disappointed with the effort there. Boy, it's going to be a tough one here for Pranav Rao. But in the end, Kangura probably escapes.
Final delivery coming up. Junaid Nadir has only gone for 1. The wicket of Vandit Prajapati, bowling to Danish Patel this time.
So Danish Patel, we saw in the previous over, looked to be a shotgun batsman. Into the offside. Once a single is not there, that will complete 2. And after 2 Yorkers, they're batting a 16 for the loss of 1.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस, इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
So Saad bin Zafar has been given the ball. Will come into bowl to Kangura. And Matt, we made the point that we're happy to see Kangura back in the middle as a batsman. But let's take a look what happened a bit earlier with that ankle. So Saad bin Zafar makes a very good start. Very experienced bowler. Let's take a look at this one from Kangura. A good start here from Saad bin Zafar, international player out of Canada. He's taking on the pad. A fullish ball here from Saad bin Zafar. So we've seen Kangura. Take a look at that. Fell down and had to be helped off the field. But now he's come out in good shape for the time being and is batting at number 3. He's the man on strike. Top edge. Marshall will run back. And they'll go through for 1. Not a commanding shot, but he comes out here, Matt. And as you made mention, might have come in to give them quick runs. But we'll have to see how well he can run between the wickets for the time being. Danish Patel comes back into strike. And they've lost the wicket of Prajapati. We saw Prajapati out caught behind. Ball played into the onside, can't score. So some tidy stuff here from Saad bin Zafar. So the departure of Prajapati. He didn't like the call at all. This one into the glove of Pranaj Roy. 17 for 1.
Bowling continues here from Saad bin Zafar. Danish Patel has been kept quiet since the first over. He has been off strike for a bit, in fairness to him. But Saad bin Zafar, one of Canada's finest bowlers, perhaps you would say even for this generation. Saad bin Zafar has been around Canadian cricket for such a long time and has completed a very good over, just 2 off it. 18 for 1 after 3.
Welcome to Dallas. हमारे मोहल्ले में आपका बहुत स्वागत है।
बहुत शुक्रिया, प्लीज।
अरे, आप भी समोसे?
You will love these samosa. सुना है मार्केट में नए आए हैं।
ओए नए शे हम नहीं खाते हुए।
नए माने?
वो लक्ष्मी है ना?
लक्ष्मी के फ्रोजन समोसे?
जी हाँ, ऑथेंटिक पंजाबी टेस्ट वाले।
एक समोसा और।
आपको नए वाले तो खाने नहीं थे?
ओ यार, ये तो लक्ष्मी है ना।
Introducing Lakshmi Frozen Samosa range.
So 3 of us gone. They're going at 6 runs and over. 18 for the loss of 1. They need 160 from 102 balls. Still asking almost 7 runs and over. Junaid Masood continues and he starts pretty well. Ball outside the off stump and to the attacking Danish Patel. Good young player. He has never shied away from a battle.
Yeah, we'll take on anyone brave enough to do so as Danish Patel. And he's got the shots all around the ground to do so. 15 off 11. We saw him hit 3 fours off Norman Iftikhar.
And Matt, they were proper cricketing shot. He comes down the track, deceived. Junaid Nadir Masood, he's bowling a good spell.
Yeah, he really is. Has had a very good start to this innings. The wicket of Prajapati and has only conceded 1 since then. Very good fight back here from the Somerset Cavaliers after over number 1, it's fair to say, went all to the Manhattan Yorkers. The Cavaliers have done well.
So teams looking for points here. Somerset Cavaliers This is their opening game. Yorkers plays their second game now. That's a good quality delivery here from Masood, Junaid Nadir Masood. Have you seen him before, Matt? Junaid.
Yeah, he would have been part of the DC Hawks, or now the Baltimore Royals last season. Would have seen him up at Exton Park during the Philadelphia Festival of Cricket.
Oh, wow. What a take from Rao. That would have gone a long way behind the keeper. And he's been congratulated there by Sean Finley and certainly Saad bin Zafar. But what a take from the keeper.
What a grab from Pranav Rao. And he's not the tallest man on the field, so he definitely had to leap up high. Look at that. Goodness me.
Wow.
Definitely perhaps saved a couple of byes, perhaps even 4 byes. Not the quickest of outfields, but still he saved some crucial runs there, Pranav Rao.
So the 2023 Sunoco Minor League Cricket Championship well and truly on. Games all across the country. And things are all on the way here for the last couple of days. Official sponsor Lakshmi Food. And not forgetting Brew Coffee North America. Into the offside. A scamper for one. Yasir Mohammed. He's quick. Hits the stumps. But Danish Patel very quick. 19 for 1.
Gets Kangura back on strike. Kangura on 2. Last ball for Junaid.
This over's been a pretty good one here for Junaid Nazir Masood. Only 1 off this over. And will come into bowl to Yash Kangura. 19 for 1. Outside the off stump. And so that will complete over number 4. 4 gone. 19 for 1.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
$19 for 1 after 4 overs, the Yorkers.
So we've seen a tidy over in the last one from Junaid Nadir Masood. He's bowled 2 overs, only conceded 2, and he's picked up 1. Saad bin Zafar continues. And will come into bowl to the attacking Danish Patel. Wow, straight into the hands of the man posted a short mid-on. It appears to be Noman Iftikhar. And so the second wicket goes down. Danish Patel gone. It's 19 for 2.
Yeah, it was put on a bit of pressure for the last couple of overs. Danish Patel stepping down the track, looking to make something happen. Got hold of it pretty well. Just straight into the hands of the fielder. And Saad bin Zafar, that good work has paid off. Noman Iftikhar indeed with the catch. And Danish Patel goes for 16. Got off to a start yet again. And the Yorkers, they're struggling. It's 19 for 2.
So Hiran Patel comes out at number 4. And he comes to join Yash Kangura. We've seen a couple of strikes here from the Somerset Cavaliers. Saad bin Zafar has picked up 1. We saw Junaid Nadir getting one. And all of a sudden, Matt, some pressure on the Yorkers for the time being. They're 2 down with 19 on the board.
Hiren Patel would have played a big part in that win over the Stallions. Walks in here at a very different time, though, with 19 for 2. And with a lot more runs on the board compared to what he did on Friday.
So the good bowling of Saad bin Zafar continues. Very experienced leg spinner. And so now a couple of slips in place here. Maybe a slip and a gully for Saad bin Zafar. He comes into Hiren Patel. And Hiren gets a quality delivery. He batted well on Friday. Got among the runs. In fact, got 32. May have really put the Yorkers in a good position on Friday to win that match. But he comes out here with 115 needed from 91 balls. Still asking 7.5 runs and over. And so ball driven into the offside. That will complete over number 5. And after 5 is 20 for 2.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
So we had an expensive start to things from Noman Iftikhar, but since then, 4 overs for 5 runs and 2 wickets between Junaid Nadir Masood and Saad bin Zafar. So the Somerset Cavaliers really fighting back here against the Manhattan Yorkers, who have, fair to say, not have had as good as the day they had on Friday.
So Sonny Patel has been given the ball. Quality leg spinner. Right arm, leg spin, googly bowler. I've seen this man bowl before. He's a quality bowler. Haven't seen much cricket from him in the last 3 or 4 years. Wonder where he has been. But he has returned and already on the stumps. Very attacking bowler is Sonny Patel, and he starts pretty well. So into the offside. Hiren Patel finally gets a single. The throw comes in. And in the end, well run by Kangura and Hiren Patel. And Matt, you look at Sonny Patel. He's not built. He probably is not built like your typical spinner. He's a tall individual. Not a small frame, and he comes in here. His quality spinner is him. The ball outside the off stump. A play and a miss here from Kangura. 21 for 2.
Yeah, Sonny Patel has started off very well here to Kangura.
So into the onside. Single here to Kangura. Hands the strike over to Hiren Patel. Hiren Patel, we saw on Friday, got among the runs, got 32. And batted pretty well. Could be leg byes here. So you get the feeling that Somerset Cavaliers, New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers, are beginning to put in some good bowling performance now. You made mention the first over from Nomi Iftikhar would have gone for 15, but other than that, we've seen a pullback. And And we'll wait and see. Has the ball struck the stump? I think Brian Kane is having... Will probably go to square leg and have a word. In fact, he's gone. So that's the end of Yash Kangura bowled of the bowling of Sunny Patel. 23 for 3.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
When we come back. So manager Charia comes into the middle because of this. Yeah, top of leg. Struck the bail. Take a look at that. No problems at all in the end. Another departure here for the Manhattan Yorkers. 23 for 3. Manager Charia comes to the middle.
Yeah, the captain perhaps batting a lot earlier than perhaps usual. Taking the responsibility on himself. He's shown glimpses of what he can do at the bat, Manager Charia. But in some bit of dire circumstances here, the Manhattan Yorkers are 23 for 3.
So far we've seen most of the teams from this Atlantic Eastern mat played already. Still waiting to see Empire State Titans and in fact, yeah, Empire State Titans and New England Eagles to make their entrance in this 2023 Sunoco Minor League Cricket Championship. And tomorrow, of course, we'll see the Philadelphians as they come up against the Cav right here at Mercer County Park. Kareem Agor comes into the attack here, Matt. Quality spinner, one of the best fielder around. You've seen the best of Kareem Agor at times, eh?
Yeah, Kareem Agor, very top quality player, would have been with the Philadelphians last year, but sidelined due to, I believe, somewhat of a hamstring injury, would have suffered in one of the earlier games. Ruled him out for most of the rest of the season.
So ball played into the offside, can score 4 balls into this over. Take a look at this one, struck the pad. Yeah, good call from umpire Saeed. Heading down the leg side, height might have been a problem. So 24 for 3. All of a sudden Manhattan Yorkers, apart from the very first over, Matt, find themselves bogged down and wickets falling. They still need 110 from 79 balls. Acharya on strike. Gets a quality delivery here from Kareem Agor. And over he completes, giving up 1. 7 gone, 24 for 3.
Welcome to Dallas. हमारे मोहल्ले में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
बहुत शुक्रिया, प्लीज।
अरे, आप भी समोसे?
You will love these samosa. सुना है मार्केट में नए आए हैं।
ओए नए शे हम नहीं खाते हुए।
नए माने?
वो लक्ष्मी है ना?
लक्ष्मी के फ्रोजन समोसे?
जी हाँ, ऑथेंटिक पंजाबी टेस्ट वाले।
एक समोसा और।
आपको नए वाले तो खाने नहीं थे?
ओ यार, ये तो लक्ष्मी है ना?
Introducing Lakshmi Frozen Samosa range.
Sunny Patel back into the attack. Single to Hiren Patel. Gets Acharya back on strike.
And Matt, what we're beginning to see, the run rate is going up ever so slightly. And the asking rate is 8.4 at the moment, and we know how tough it is to negotiate bowling here at this Mercer County Park. Couple of good balls in this over. In fact, 3 good balls in this over. Has only conceded 1. Sonny Patel on target. We made a point in last year in 2022. Somerset Cavaliers got off to the worst possible start. Lost their first 5 games in a row. And then won 4 in a row and then came back and lost the others. So they'll be hoping that they'll get a better start in 2023. Already they're off to something good. They've posted 133 and you look at the card, it's 26 for 3. In reply, Manhattan Yorkers. Manhattan Yorkers already with points on the table. Ball tugged into the onside, can't score. Another tidy over comes to a close from Sonny Patel. 8 gone, it's 26 for 3.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
26 for 3. We'll take a quick look at the 3 wickets to have fallen. That of Danish Patel, Prajapati and Yash Kangura. As Karimagor will continue. Yeah, Prajapati was out, caught behind. So Karimagor continues and ball into the offside and he starts with a dot ball. Another quality delivery, Matt, and what we have seen because of the tidy bowling from Sonny Patel and then Karimagor. Karimagor first of all would have gone for 1. Essentially, the run rate has gone over 9, the required run rate over 9. And so they need 108 from 69 balls.
Another good over this from Karimagor. 4 dots on the trot here to Manoj Acharya.
And you look at this Manhattan Yorkers batting lineup, Matt. Let's probably take a look at some of the batters who formed part of their top and middle order last year. We saw Danish Patel 395. We'll talk about that when we come back. So another over comes to a close, 26 for 3. Wow, that was
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need 1 hand on the roof, 1 hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
So 26 for 3. We've seen the departure of Danish Patel, Prajapati and Yash Kangura. Here we go. Caught behind from Prajapati off the bowling of Junaid Nadir. Then we saw Danish Patel straight into the hands. A very firm catch from Nomi Iftikhar. And not too long ago, bowled down off the bowling of Sonny Patel. So there you have it, 26 for 3 for the time being. Asking rate 9.8 at the moment. And Nomi Iftikhar has been brought back for his second bowling spell. So still 108 to win from 66 balls. And Hiren Patel, the man on strike. Nomi Iftikhar. And that's a beauty of a delivery here. Hiren Patel plays and misses and it goes through to the keeper.
And they've gone back with some pace here, have the Somerset Cavaliers. Deciding not to continue with Saad bin Zafar or Sonny Patel. 10th over in progress.
Oh, flicked away. That's a good looking shot from Hiren Patel. He has used the pace of the ball, and that's a lovely flick for a maximum.
Yeah, just redirected it, did Hiren Patel. Nicely flicked away. Got a hold of that one. And one that the Manhattan Yorkers really need. Much needed 6 that.
So a lovely shot from Hiren Patel. Flicked it nicely using the pace of the ball. And Matt, they'll have to get a move on here. The asking rate has gone up to 9.5 runs and over. And they're going just under 4, so not the way they would want to be. Wide is the call from umpire Brian Kane. And so that takes the score up to 33 for 3 in the 10th over. So 101 needed from 63 balls. Hiren Patel, he's made a very good start. He's up to 10 at the moment. Playing a miss, and the ball goes through to the wicketkeeper. So 7 in this over so far. A couple of balls remaining.
Good comeback is from Noman Iftikhar. After being hit for a 6 and a wide, he's come back with a couple of dot deliveries. And another one through to Pranav Rao. Much better over this from Noman Iftikhar compared to the first over. Although bowling at a much different time now, where the Yorkers have really struggled.
So into the offside, can't score again. So that completes over number 10. So at the end of 10 is 33 for 3. Mato.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस, इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
Karima Gore into the attack. Hiren Patel on 10. Manoj Acharya is on 1. He will be the man on strike. They'll need to get a move on, and they'll need to get a move on very quickly here with the Manhattan Yorkers. 10.1 required.
So Acharya goes into the offside, gets a single. And you get the feeling that this game is slipping away slowly here from the Yorkers. They need over 10 runs and over. They need 159 balls. They have to contend with some very tidy bowling. Lofted shot into the onside, only a single here. And Hiren Patel picks up another run. But we've seen some tidy stuff from Saad bin Zafar. 2 overs, no men, 1 for 3. Tidy stuff from Sonny Patel. 2 overs, no men, 1 for 4. And Karima Gore, he's only given up 3, and this is his 3rd over. Taken on the pad. Looks looks high from here. 35 for 3. Karima Gore continues to bowl very, very tight. Oh, bowled him. One that kept low. Manoj Acharya is gone. It's 35 for 4.
Good ball from Kareem Agor. Completely bamboozling Manoj Acharya. Had no answer. Acharya has to go. Poles knocked out. See this again. Kareem Agor has been very good economically. And now gets the wicket to show for it. On the back foot, Acharya. And cleaned up. 4th wicket goes down. The captain walks. 35 for 4. The Manhattan Yorkers.
So Rahul Mishra comes to the middle. And Kareem Agor, very tidy here. Taking down the pads. So trouble here for Manhattan Yorkers. Still a long way to go. 99 to win from 55. Asking almost 11 runs and over. Into the offside. Safe shot. That's a brave looking shot from Rahul Mishra. He comes back for a couple of runs. And that will complete 11. 11 gone. 37 for 4.
हमारे मोहल्ले में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है
बहुत शुक्रिया प्लीज
अरे आप भी समोसे
यू विल लव दिस समोसा सुना है मार्केट में नए आए हैं
ओए नए शे हम नहीं खाते हुए
नए माने
वो लक्ष्मी है ना
लक्ष्मी के फ्रोजन समोसे
जी हाँ ऑथेंटिक पंजाबी टेस्ट वाले
एक समोसा और
आपको नए वाले तो खाने नहीं थे
ओ यार ये तो लक्ष्मी है ना
इंट्रोड्यूसिंग लक्ष्मी फ्रोजन समोसा रेंज
Last wicket to have fallen, Kareem Agor's first wicket. On the off stump knocked back, 37 for 4. Yorkers in a spot of bother here as Yasir Mohammed comes into the attack mat.
Some more spin. Yasir Mohammed, second wrist spinner being utilized here for the Cavaliers with Sunny Patel being used earlier. You mentioned how large that spin arsenal of theirs is.
And Matt, we saw cricket here from since Friday. Do you think as New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers, they were in a good position to play on the third day of competition here? They saw a lot in 2 days?
I think so, and particularly this man, Yasir Mohammed. Would have seen him here since Friday. In the rain, in the drizzle. Observing, making his way around the ground.
Yeah, that's a well-flighted delivery here from Yasir Mohammed. He's a quality spinner. So far, like you made mention, Saad bin Zafar, Sunny Patel, Kareem Agor. So into the onside. Not a single here, so I wonder how much singles will do here to the cause of the Manhattan Yorkers, Matt. But so far they're asking 11, just over 11 runs and over. 95 needed from 51 balls. Yasir has gone for 2 in this over. So only 2 teams we haven't seen played yet. No sign of the Empire State Titans. They'll get their turn next week. Into the onside. A shot played here by Rahul Mishra. And then, of course, the New England Eagles. They're also waiting for next week, Matt. So another tidy over here from Yasir Mohammed. He's only gone for 4. They need 93 from 49 balls, asking 11.3 at the moment. So ball into the offside. And that will complete the 12th over. So 12 gone, 42 for 4.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
So the action continues. 91 needed from 47 balls. Rahul Mishra, man on strike. Karim Agor sliding down the leg side, called the wide. Let's look at the extras column. It's gone up to 4. And Karim Agor continues to bowl. Well, he's only given up 7 so far. Lofted in the air, in trouble here is Rahul Mishra. Easy catch from Yasir Mohammed. And another wicket goes down, 44 for 5.
Yeah, came out looking to play a couple of shots here. There was Rahul Mishra. Never really got the timing right on any of them. That one straight up. And Yasir Mohammed, top fielder, isn't going to drop that. Easy catch. Gore gets a second. 5th one down for the Yorkers. Mishra gone, 44 for 5. So Deep Joshi is the new man in. A couple of dot deliveries. This is excellent from Karim Agor.
So an asking rate that has gone up to over 12 and over. Playing a miss, Deep Patel. Can't score. Some tidy stuff from Karim Agor. He continues to bowl so well. 2 for 7 so far. Very impressive. Playing a miss. So that completes 13. 13 gone. It's 44 for 5.
Yeah, that's not deep.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
Yasir Mohammed continues. Hiren Patel is on 15. Deep Joshi yet to get off the mark. And that one eluding Hiren Patel, eluding Pranav Rao as well. So a bye added to the scorecard. 45 on the board for the Manhattan Yorkers. It's been a tough innings this, contrary to Friday. $13 runs and over required. They are going nowhere near that at the moment, are the Yorkers. That'll help. It's gone a long way up. And palmed over. So a no ball, I think, has been called as well. And it will be called as 4. So a big hit from Deep Joshi. Offering a chance. I think it was Walid Karimola, the substitute fielder, I believe. So a free hit ball coming up to Deep Joshi. And that will be a wide, so the free hit will stand. Yasir Mohammed losing the plot here in this over. And a chance for Deep Joshi to really free the arms. Free hit still in effect. Looks to go big. Total miscue. Catch is taken, but it's a free hit. Chance of a run out. You can be run out, but not out, says umpire Irfan at square leg. So just a single in the end too. Deep Joshi gets Hiren Patel back on strike. A good start to the over this for the Manhattan Yorkers. They've got 8 from it already, and only 2 legal deliveries have been bowled. Pulled away, but just a single to Hiren Patel. Brings Deep Joshi back on strike. He's already struck 1-4 with a little bit of help from Walid Karimola out on the fence. Good delivery from Yasir Mohammed. Thinking of a single as Hiren Patel is turned back.
The ball tugged into the onside. And Joshi picks up another run. He goes up to 6. And that asking rate is almost touching 13. And so 80 to win from 37 balls. New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers in a strong position here. Edged at short third man. Nomi Iftikhar picks up another catch. And Hiren Patel gone. 54 for 6.
Looking to go again. Doesn't get it. Easy catch for Iftikhar. 6th one down. After 14, 54 on the board for the Yorkers.
So Desai comes to the middle. Hemraj Desai. With the Yorkers in a lot of trouble here, Matt. They've lost 6 wickets. They need 80 runs from 36 balls. And Saad bin Zafar comes into the attack here. And the spinners really done the job here. We've seen the likes of Saad bin Zafar, Sonny Patel, Karima Gore, Yasir Mohammed. And the fact is, not enough wickets to go around those bowlers. And Joshi picks up another run, but it's been a long time. We haven't seen a boundary, or did we see one recently? Yeah, it might have been one off a catch from Karamola. 55 for 6. They still need 79 from 35 balls. And so cricket continues tomorrow at Mercer County Park. The Philadelphians, who came in yesterday, picked up 2 points and left Mercer County. They'll return here to play Somerset Cavaliers. And is that a catch from Xavier Marshall? In fact, no, not at all. So lots of stuff happening here at Mercer County Park with the news. Manhattan Yorkers under the pump. They're batting a 55 for 6, 79 to win from 34 balls.
It's a good take from Xavier Marshall, even though it's not a catch. But another tidy over this from Saad bin Zafar. You mentioned how economical he's been at the associate international level for Canada. This one in the air. And it's landed just in front, I think. Karimola called into action again. He's been a busy sub. And another single.
Yeah. Trying to break free is Nisar Desai. Ball flew into the short third man area. And so not much happening here for the Manhattan Yorkers already with points on the table. So 15 gone. It's 56 for 6.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, तेरे घर लाने का।
So Sonny Patel has been brought back into the attack. 2 overs, no made, 1 for 4. And the spin trio of Sonny Patel, Karima Gore, and Saad bin Zafar. In fact, the spin quartet, that of course includes Yasir Mohammed, has really pinned the Manhattan Yorkers down. And so Sonny Patel comes back into the attack, man. Quality spinner. And the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers has played a very good game here today at Mercer County Park.
Yeah, the spinners have done very well here for the Somerset Cavaliers. Sonny Patel this time thinking of a single. There is Desai.
And Matt, when you look at the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers, so much bend strength. Najaf Shaw, Richard Allen, Stephen Katwaru. Still waiting for opportunities to be given chance in this year's 2023 Sunoco Minor League Cricket Championship. Attempted to go straight down the ground here from Deep Joshi. Could be leg by. And in fact, ball would have come off an edge there. So still a tidy over here from Sonny Patel. He's only given up 2. With an asking rate almost 19 runs and over. Big tick onto the pad. That completes over number 16. And after 16 is 58 for 6.
हमारे मोहल्ले में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
बहुत शुक्रिया, प्लीज।
अरे, आप भी समोसे?
You will love these samosa. सुना है मार्केट में नए आए हैं।
ओए नए शे हम नहीं खाते हुए।
नए माने?
वो लक्ष्मी है ना?
लक्ष्मी के फ्रोजन समोसे?
जी हाँ, ऑथेंटिक पंजाबी टेस्ट वाले।
एक समोसा और।
आपको नए वाले तो खाने नहीं थे?
यार, ये तो लक्ष्मी है ना.
Introducing Lakshmi Frozen Samosa range.
1 for 5. Picked up the wicket of Danish Patel, very important one. And a couple of runs there off the bat of Deep Joshi. So Matt, 17th over in progress here. Manhattan Yorkers, they need 74 from 23 balls.
And Saad bin Zafar has bowled 3.1 overs for 7. But I'll tell you what, low economy rates are nothing really new to Saad bin Zafar. He would have set a record, which I'll tell you after this one.
Gone.
Appealing for a stumping, not out, says Brian Kane. He would have been the first man in T20 internationals to bowl 4 overs without conceding a single run. 4 maidens as the Canadians defeated Panama in a qualifier, I believe. 4 overs, 4 maidens, 2 for none.
Wow. Well, that's what. Ball played up into the offside. Wow, that's that's a bowling spell. I'm pretty sure there is a bowler out there that has bowled 4 overs, 4 made, none for none. So into the onside. Nomi Iftikhar. Has he taken that one? Yes, he has. And so another catch for Norman Iftikhar. And Nisarj Desai has to go is 61 for 7.
Norman Iftikhar has had a day to remember in the field. Has been a very busy man and has held on to all of his chances. Nisarj Desai looking to go big. In the end, picks out a diving Nomi Iftikhar. What a catch. And another wicket goes down, inching closer to victory are the Somerset Cavaliers. Desai goes for 2 with 61 for 7. So Miraj Naidu, I think, comes to the middle. 61 for 7 in at number 9. 73 required from 20 deliveries.
So playing a miss, Saad bin Zafar. Tidy bowling continues. Not exactly bowling 4 overs without without conceding a run. He's only conceded 6 and he's picked up 2. Quality stuff here from Saad bin Zafar. So 17 overs gone. It's 61 for 7.
Junaid Nadir Masood back into the attack. 61 for 7, 73 required from 3 overs. It should be all Somerset Cavaliers from this point on. And Junaid Nadir Masood, 2 overs, 1 for 2 from him. So he's been very economical himself. Deep Joshi, the man on strike. He's on 9 of 18. And another play and a miss through to Pranav Rao. There he is, Yasir Mohammed on screen. Very happy man, number 88. Would have taken the wicket of Hiren Patel. I would have taken a catch to dismiss Rahul Mishra as well.
So we've seen Yorkers with points on the table on Friday. We saw Saturday the Philadelphians picking up their couple of points. And from the look of things, Matt, it looks like Somerset Cavaliers could walk away from Mercer County Park with a couple in the bag. They've really played good. When you look back what has happened, we saw a very good knock from Chandrapal Hemraj, who got 56. Not forgetting the start with him and Saeed Abdullah. Abdullah making 17. They got off to a good start on conditions that has not been too conducive for batting and stroke play. But they've rallied around. They posted 62. And then we saw a quick fire knock of 20 from Sean Finley. So an all-round effort. The batting really showed up today for the Cavaliers. And you wonder if 133 on conditions like this, Matt, what would it have been had the condition been perfect for batting?
It could have perhaps been a lot more for the Somerset Cavaliers, especially when you've got guys like Hemraj, Abdullah Saeed. Perhaps a bit easier to be as attacking and as aggressive with the ball perhaps coming on a lot more to players like that. Sean Finley at the end as well would have loved to perhaps see a little bit more pace, a little bit more of the ball coming onto the bat. But on this surface at Mercer County here today, did show it's got some runs.
So into the onside, could be a safe shot. Karumula will come around. And so that will complete the 18th over. So a couple of overs remaining, 64 for 7.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
So Sunny Patel, 64 for 7.
Some more minor league action continues tomorrow right here. Saw the Philadelphians collecting a couple of points yesterday. They'll return tomorrow. And that is going to be a very good game, Matt. Philadelphians with points. It looks like Somerset Cavaliers will earn 2 this afternoon. And so that's a very good game to follow tomorrow. The likes of Jonathan Fu and his boys will come up against Saad bin Zafar and his men. And that should be a very interesting game as Philadelphians takes on Somerset Cavaliers. Oh, that's a lovely shot from Joshi. Middle of the bat. We'll have to wait and see. He may have gone upstairs, but that's a good-looking shot from Deep Joshi.
Yeah, good shot indeed from Deep Joshi. Shorter delivery from Sunny Patel. Hammers it straight. And the big buckets of Abdullah Saeed got a hand on it and just in the end palmed it over the fence.
Oh, that's a powerful shot through the offside of the bat of Deep Joshi. And that has gone away. Slow outfield or not, that has gone quickly for 4.
Yeah, brute power on that one from Deep Joshi. Has made somewhat of a good account for himself in this game. 22 of 26. Has struck a couple of blows in this over now of Sunny Patel. Perhaps too little too late. Indeed, it is too little too late. 49 runs and over required. No way they're getting that. But net run rate is obviously still a thing in a competition like this, so early on.
So this over with 13 runs so far has been the second most expensive over. We saw one from Nomi Iftikhar, 17 gone. In fact, 19 gone. It's 7-7-7.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
Junaid Nadir comes back into the attack. Last over, 57 needed. Totally impossible here for the Manhattan Yorkers. And starts off well, does Junaid. Deep Joshi is on 22.
So we come down to the last 5 balls. They still trail by 57 runs. Manhattan Yorkers. What a soft dismissal. Looking to get on with a ram shot. Not enough pace. And in the end, easy catch.
Yeah, you've got to have some sort of pace on the ball to play a shot like that. Not much on offer there from Junaid Nadir. And in the end, he's left popping that one up straight into the hands of Pranav Rao. Deep Joshi goes for 22. The Manhattan Yorkers 77 for 8. So 77 for 8. Game pretty much done and dusted as Dhruv Pawar walks to the middle for the Manhattan Yorkers.
So we saw New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers show that you can still post a fighting score on this ground. Posted 133. We saw Chandrapal Hemraj getting a half century. And now the bowlers really showed up and defended that by quite a big margin. Shot into the offside. Could pick up a couple of runs. Running up towards the cover boundary. And it has gone away for 4. So good start here from Dhruv Pawar. He picks up a boundary.
Yeah, Dhruv Pawar straight away up and over. Gets a boundary. And perhaps a promotion up the order in the next game. 53 runs from 3 deliveries. Nadir has gone for 9. He's got a couple of wickets. And look at that. Goes big through the offside. Does Pawar?
He goes big. He looks to be a very attacking player. And why not? Asking for a lot in a couple of balls. 53. So what a game for the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers, man. They really would have liked the way the campaign in 2023 has started. And they will want to put 2022 behind them for now, especially the start of that series. And they come down here and they've posted 133, and that looks to hold up pretty well. Couple of balls remaining, 53 to get. Look, the stumps have been scattered here by Junaid Nadir Masood. So another one goes down, 81 for 9.
Looking to go innovative, and there goes the middle stump. Dhruv Pawar, so his stay at the crease hasn't lasted long.
So Junaid has picked up his third wicket. We saw 3 from him, 3 for 9. 2 for 6 from Saad bin Zafar. 2 for 7 from Karima Gore. And it comes down to the last pair out in the middle. Surya Toramela. And so, Matt, it appears that the Philadelphians, along with Yorkers, and now New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers will be teams on the eastern side with points on the table. We await the introduction of the Empire State Titans and New England Eagles sometime next week. But for now, here's the final ball. And a play to miss, no ball is the call.
Well, Junaid Nadir perhaps wants some bowling practice. No ball called from Brian Kane, so we'll have a free hit to finish things off here for Surya Turamela. And the Somerset Cavaliers, perhaps, I'm no expert at all on net run rate, but with a 52 win, with the potential of being, and with a dot ball, it will remain a 51 run win in the end. No expert on net run rate, but with that win, it might be able to propel the Cavaliers to top spot. We'll have to wait and see. But 81 for 9 after 20 overs, the Manhattan Yorkers. It's an easy win for the Somerset Cavaliers. They win by 51 in the end. A top-notch bowling performance. And the Somerset Cavaliers open their account, unlike last year, with a win over the Yorkers.
Yeah, tomorrow's game, we'll talk about that, but let's take a look at his scorecard. Not a one pleasing here to the Yorkers. They got off to a fine start from Danish Patel, who looked threatening at the top of the order. But the spin did the trick. Some top quality spin bowling. No one else stood up. We saw here in Patel made a fighting 16, and Deep Joshi towards the end, he got a 22, but in the end, Cavaliers, they win by some 51, a big margin there.
Very low numbers here for the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. Saad bin Zafar, 4 overs for 6 with 2 wickets. Junaid Nadir, 3.5 overs, 3 for 9. Karima Gore, 4 overs, 2 for 7 with a maiden. Sonny Patel, 4 overs for 19 as well. So some really good economy rates there for the spinners and for Junaid Nadir as well. Yasir Mohammed with a wicket to his name.
Well, there you have it, folks. The wrap-up here for the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers have won this one quite easily against the Yorkers. Tomorrow, the Philadelphians, led by Ryan Scott, of course, Rajdeep Darbar, Guranshu Sharma, Raj Nana, Jonathan Fu will be at the helm. They'll come up against the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. It's going to be Ryan Scott, and the battle of the left-handers at the top of the order. It will be the battle between Ryan Scott and Chandra Paul Hemraj. On behalf of the entire production crew, that's your match summary there. Hemraj getting a 56 from just 50 balls. And opposite end, we saw Danish Patel, 23 off 29, but not enough in the end. It was the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers off to a better start compared a year ago in 2022. They got off to a win, and it's the start of their campaign for the 2023 Sunoco Minor League Cricket Championship, which began a couple of days ago. On behalf of the entire crew, on behalf of Minor League, we want to say good afternoon and goodbye from the New Jersey area, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Until then, goodbye and good evening. Oh, slashing shot through the offside. And the early 4 off the bat of Danish Patel. Runs into bowl to Patel. Oh, that's a lovely strike straight down the ground. And what a shot from Danish Patel over the bowler's head. Oh, wow. Comes down the track over mid-off. And that's 4 more runs off the bat of Danish Patel.
Last year. Appeals and gone. Straight away, Junaid Nadir gets the edge.
Oh, wow. What a take from Rao. That would have gone a long way behind the keeper. And he's being congratulated there by Sean Finn. Wow. Straight into the hands of the man posted a short mid-on. It appears to be no... And we'll wait and see. Has the ball struck the stump? I think Brian Kane is having... Will probably go to square leg and have a... Oh, flicked away. That's a good-looking shot from Hiren Patel. He has used the pace of the ball, and that's a lovely flick for a maximum. Oh, bowled him. One that kept low. Manager Charya is gone. It's 35 for 4. Given up 7 so far. Lofted in the air. In trouble here is Rahul Mishra. Easy catch from Yasir Mohammed. And another wicket goes down. 44 for 5.
That'll help. It's gone a long way up. And palmed over. So a no ball, I think, has been called.
Position here. Edged at short third man. Nomi Iftikhar picks up another catch. And Hiren Patel gone. 54 for 6. So into the onside. Nomi Iftikhar. Has he taken that one? Yes, he has. And so another catch for Noman Iftikhar. And the Sarge Desai has to go is 61 for 7. On Somerset Cavaliers. Oh, that's a lovely shot from Joshi. Middle of the bat. We'll have to wait and see. He may have gone upstairs, but that's a good-looking shot from Deep Joshi.
Yeah, good shot.
Oh, that's a powerful shot through the offside. Off the bat of Deep Joshi. What a soft dismissal. Looking to get on with a ram shot. Not enough pace. And in the end, easy catch. Defended that by quite a big margin. Shot into the offside. Could pick up a couple of runs. Running up towards the cover boundary. And it has gone away for 4. So good start here from Dhruv Pawar. And look, the stumps have been scattered here by Junaid Nadir Masood. So another one goes down. 81 for 9.
You're watching the Sunoco Minor League Cricket Championship, brought to you by our 2023 partners.